Late night mastering. The master of the late nights. Nah. Woo! Yes, sir. Yes, Lord.
My name is Lynn.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Gonna have some late night mastery up in this PI itch. What y'all wanna do? What y'all wanna do tonight? Let's go. We're gonna talk about some shit real quick. Real quick. One, we're gonna talk about how starting this week, we're gonna talk about some EDC, everyday carry. We're gonna talk about shit that you really need to wear on your person. We're gonna talk about different things like comics. Like that, we're gonna talk about the issues with the black comic strips, the Black Geekdom. One of the biggest problems, hint, hint, nod, nod, is that one, you gotta realize something, folks, about Black Geekdom. Black Geekdom was not cool until goddamn the Marvel movies came out. Nobody was checking for the brother who was looking at Dragon Ball Z in the 90s and the 80s. Nobody was really checking you out if you knew who was on the current and past roster of the Avengers. You gotta have a pretty young thing always, you know me. Hey, look at them pretty young things. Matter of fact, tell the pretty young thing when she come over to subscribe to the channel and bring her pretty young thing friends too. Whoo! You gotta understand something. Collecting the superhero Marvel and DC cards, Pokemon cards, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, hell, even your little Digimons were not popular. See, BlurredCon could never exist in the 90s. Am I glad that it exists now? Hell yeah, I'm glad. But in the 90s, black people would have just looked at us as weirdos. And that's part of the problem, is that black people are weirdos only because we don't do the typical Negro shit. It's not popular to be smart still in the black community. Let's just get some real shit out the way. Let's get some real shit out the way. Nobody wants to talk about how you got in fights because somebody tried to steal your comic books. Let's talk about Black Geekdom. Because Black Geekdom currently is only like a bunch of chicks who like to scantily dress as characters and get paid either through their OnlyFans or their subscriptions from horny ass dudes. I'm not gonna hate on the I'm not gonna hate on the hustle, but let's say what the hustle is. Let's say what the hustle really is. It's to hustle you out of your shit. Especially if you're a desperate man. The craziest part is comic books since like what the 80s have been college level reading. Some in the 70s when they talked about racism, when they talked about alcoholism, when they talked about drug abuse. There was a Fantastic Four from what 79, 81 that I have where they actually used the phrase nigger lover because Johnny Stone was friends with black people. What about Demon in the Bottle, which I have in my collection? When you literally see a bottle of what? Either Christian Brothers or some Canadian something on the dress of Tony Stark, drunk, alcoholic, having a problem. Another classic that I own. When you have Green Lantern and Green Arrow, and Speedy has a goddamn syringe in his arm. Nobody ever wants to talk about the college level real world talks. What about the time when Lois Lane changed her race from being a white woman to a black woman and she asked this one philosophical question that even Superman broke him down worse than kryptonite? Would you still love and be with me if I was black? She spent the entire 24 hours as a black woman and seeing the total difference on how she's treated. But people will look at this genre and say, oh, it's just for kids. No one wants to talk about how the X-Men talked about the civil rights movement, regardless of what anybody said, of how being different, being born differently, or as Magneto has said, just because you call God by another name, you were persecuted. Nobody wants to lock in with that, right? Excuse me. Nobody. We ain't gonna lock in with that, are we? We ain't gonna lock in with your boy with that one, right? No, we don't like that. We don't like tough situations at all. I forgot this the black community. Fuck your toughness, right? Nobody likes it when video games were seen as childish. Correct? Now, how many people are going to Evo, becoming millionaires, superstars? How many Madden tournaments are out there? Let's talk about that. Let's talk about some of the darkest comic books that changed the era of comics. Death of Superman, The Dark Knight Returns. Still to this day, one of the darkest comics that started it for Marvel was actually what? The Infinity Gauntlet. The Infinity Gauntlet you see in the movies versus the one of the comics was dark. It was dark. Your heroes died gruesomely. A lot of your heroes died very viciously. Yep, you're ready. What's up, All Star G? Mike, ABM. Let's talk about the problems with geekdom that when we were enjoying these comics, one of my birthday gifts, my dad and my mom, even though they were divorced, got me a stack of like over 300 comic books. And I enjoyed that shit to this day. Still have damn near all of them. But how many parents right now give their kids books to read, but you give them a goddamn phone or a tablet because you're too lazy to teach them to read? Hell, some of you are too lazy to teach them to be potty trained. But I digress on that subject. Think about it. Comic books not only elevate the reading and vocabulary and pronunciation of words, but it also increases creativity. But once again, in the black community, if you're different, you're excommunicated. Even though we are the race of people that says we want to be treated as human beings, but we have a tough time doing it to our own who like different shit. How do we know this? Grew up where I grew up in the 80s and 90s of Baltimore. Y'all play video games? That's kid shit. That's kid shit. But yet, how many video game tournaments you see the white boys playing? Shout out to Sonic Fox for kicking ass and fighting games for the brothers. Oh yeah, by the way, on a short side note, and I'm talking to black women. What's up, T? What's up, T Riddler? I'm talking to black women. If you want to be interested and find yourself an intelligent, well-to-do black man, try getting interested in video games. Try to get interested in anime because God knows I couldn't explain to a chick you love Fist of the North Star in the 90s, 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. What about Ninja Scroll? Hell, most of you niggas can hang with me with Project Acre. What's up, Dapper Dogs? We're gonna talk about some real esoteric shit. Why can't the black man be the black man? Why can't I love my comics and my video games in the black community and be proud of it? Because you know why? Y'all want to do what the bitches like to do. And that's drama. And don't tell me, oh well, girls like it too. Really? Really? Show me the chicks who were down with the goddamn cause when you were looking at Guyver, when you were looking at Ninja Scroll, Project Aco, when you looking at Akira. Come on now. Desert Punk. Come on. Samurai 7. Baki. Let's talk about this. Let's talk about it. Cowboy Bebop, Outlaw Star. But y'all don't hear me though. When a motherfucker was watching G.I. Joe, He-Man, Thundercats, Silverhawks, Tiger Sharks. Dun, 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 dun. Nobody wants to talk about that, right? Hold on, Tiger Sharks. Hold on. Mad Bull, Gundam. Oh, what's the space opera one? Damn. The one was like a damn space opera. It was like a soap opera. Oh, Bleach, Bubblegum Crisis. Oh, y'all ain't down with no damn Bubblegum Crisis now. Some Vampire Hunter D, some of the most beautiful animation known to man. Yeah, playing Genesis. Let's not talk. Samurai 7 to me is one of the biggest series I ever watched. Hellsing, well, Ultimate Hellsing. I even like the OVA. I wonder why it was so hard to be accepted of something that you like that drew your interest. Let's talk about something else that was in Black Geekdom that wasn't popular. Pro wrestling. I'm a big Bret the Hitman Hart fan. Met him in Baltimore, just like I met Ric Flair. Just like me and my boy Josh met the NWO. Lex Luger, Mr. Huge, Ernest Miller, Darren Young, Rikishi, the Rock and Roll Express. Think about it. I don't give a fuck what you say right now. And if you got a problem, we could just shoot it out a fair one. Guess what? You were not a kid of the 80s if you ain't rip your fucking t-shirt off when Hulk Hogan came out. I don't care what you say, because every man has a deep, dark, every man has a low point. But guess what? When you were a child of the 80s, you were surrounded by masculinity. Did you not say your prayers, lift your weights, and take your vitamins? Did you not work out? The Von Erichs, the whoo Nature Boy Ric Flair, the Hitman Bret Hart. Like, did you Stone Cold Steve Austin? If you grew up in that era, you trust me, you watched the best of pro wrestling. You had motherfuckers who were doing Yu-Gi-Oh cards. Remember that, folks? Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh. You had to be a goddamn physicist just to figure out the strategies for them motherfuckers. So, I mean, let's talk about the average boy growing up in the 80s and 90s when you woke up, probably like I did, 5:30 in the morning to watch the original Dragon Ball. We gotta catch 'em all, Dragon Ball. Yeah. Then 6 o'clock, guess what you were probably watching? Depending on the decade or the year, you were either watching Mr. T or Chuck Norris or Rambo or Robocop or Cops with Bulletproof. Yeah, yeah. Then guess what? You're probably watching what else? Care Bears. You might have been watching Captain N, the Game Master, Pro Stars with Michael Jordan, Bo Jackson, and Wayne motherfucking Gretzky. For those of you who cry about we didn't have strong female representation, guess what? Last time I checked, everybody was watching Jim and the Holograms. Everybody was watching She-Ra, Princess of Power. And if you didn't, you're a goddamn liar. And you know it. What else were we watching back then? The Super Mario Brothers cartoon, right before you probably played the game on your NES. You were probably watching some Thundercats screaming, ho. All that. Oh, yeah. Fighting, fighting evil by the moonlight, winning love by the daylight, right? Some Sailor Moon, and they say Sailor Moon might could be Goku, but shit, I'd pay money to watch. Let's see some other shit. Remember when you woke up and you watched Saturday morning cartoons? You watched some A Real American Hero, G.I. Joe was there. Why do you think so many people in my generation joined the military? We were indoctrinated, pal. Oh, let's talk some more shit, okay? Okay, let's talk more shit. And this is before Cartoon Network fell. Before Cartoon Network. For a lot of y'all. Now, what else should we talk about with this one? Then, Guess what? After all your cartoons were gone, and if you were in the 90s, of course you heard that. Even though that was a copy of I'm Your Baby Tonight from Whitney Houston. Once you hear it, you cannot hear it. So after that, guess what? You had Black Belt Theater. God damn it. Black Belt Theater. You had Black Belt Theater. You had goddamn Black Belt Theater. Come on, say it with me now. We had Black Belt Theater. Remember Black Belt Theater? What was one of your favorite kung fu movies, right? The Five Deadly Venoms, Enter the Dragon, The Chinese Connection, The Big Boss, The Octagon with Chuck Norris. Come on, folks. Don't be shy. Don't be shy. Oh, we're not talking about Keisha tonight, huh? That's why. That's why we're not talking about. Oh, yeah, we forgot about the classic Batman, the animated series. The one that ruled them all. The one that rules them all. Oh, we don't want to talk about that, do we? We damn sure don't want to talk about that, do we? We don't want to talk about how we looked at some of our greatest kung fu masters, the drunken master. Oh, return of the crippled Avengers, return of the five deadly venoms, kid with the golden arms, Shaolin versus Ninja. Come on, man. Tell me what was so great at not being a geek. And see, being a geek, it's a genre about a lot of shit, isn't it? It's a genre about a lot of shit, isn't it? Ah, ha ha. Oh yeah, the Hitman, the Man of Buddha. Here's a here's a Jet Li classic B movie, but it rocks so fucking hard. Contract Killers. That shit is lovely. Contract Killers is so lovely, dude. Contract Killers is lovely. Contract Killers. Did you notice that a lot of your shit showed you how to be a man? Right? Right? Shaolin versus oh man. Think of how many great fucking movies we saw each and every goddamn Saturday at 12. And somehow we still managed to go outside and play. Somehow we still managed to goddamn play. It's kind of funny because I just dropped 37-13 on Call of Duty while talking to y'all on this motherfucking podcast. Killing these motherfuckers. And y'all, I'm gonna load this motherfucking game up so you can see how much I was lighting these motherfuckers the fuck up. Biatch. Man, I put 15 straight kills on you motherfuckers before y'all killed me. Fuck y'all horse. Let me tell you something else. 2 o'clock, you dealt with the horror movies, the scary movies. Nightmare, Nightmare on Elm Street. What was it? Friday the 13th. When horror movies were horrifying. Damien. What else were your favorite horror movies back then? Werewolf in London, Lost Boys, all kinds of weird criminal evil shit. But once again, this falls under cult culture that people didn't like back then. And trust me, when 4 o'clock hit, everybody knew. Let's go back to our day and time. It was WWF on 4 o'clock, and 5 o'clock was WCW, where the big boys play, especially WCW NWO. The Thing, oh yeah, The Fly. What else do we have? I mean, you had what? Ron Simmons, the first black heavyweight champion of the world. Where did he win it? Baltimore. Come on, man. You had the best. You had some of the best childhoods ever, man. Come on now. Had some of the best childhoods later. American Werewolf in London. Oh yeah, we forgot TBS. Well, you had two of the goddamn best 2 hours of the best pro wrestling. Remember when we used to watch some of the best tag team wrestling? You had Harlem Heat versus the Steiners. You had the Steiner brothers versus Dr. Death Steve Williams and Terry Bam Bam Gordy. I mean, who are we fooling, man? Who the fuck we fooling? The Road Warriors? I mean, you had a man called Sting. Prime Sting was a motherfucker, wasn't he? Shoot, WCW lucky that if Sting would have came to the WWF, man, WCW would have went out of business. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Sting and Lex Luger versus Harlem Heat. I mean, shit, the Great American Bash used to be a Baltimore tradition because for 5, 6 years it was it was always held in Baltimore. Shit, what's up, Chance? Yeah, remember the Geek Life? Remember when we used to watch Renegade, Super Cop, The Adventures of Superboy? Yeah, Baltimore was WCW because we were part of that belt, that NWA belt. See, that's the geek life that we lived upon. And I'm taking y'all back to when you watched the original Star Trek, and then Saturday you watch Deep Space Nine as well. Remember that? Super Cop. Oh yeah, I forgot. One of the classic animes of all time. Everybody's favorite space opera, Robotech. RoboCop the series. Remember on Sundays you're watching Highlander the series? I'm Doka McLeod of the Clan McLeod. You notice how all those shows were ultra manly? You had to make a decision like a man. You had to be tough. You know, shit like that, man. We take away that shit on USA, and it was on 54 on Sundays, 7 o'clock. When it was in syndication over here. You had your Doctor Who. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. One of the greatest wrestling games of all time. Well, two of them. WCW versus the World and WCW versus NWO Revenge. Fight me if you think it's not. Argue with your daddy and your mama, not me. So you notice the boys had their own separate shit. But the problem with Black Geekdom is that I'm not supposed to like Highlander. I'm supposed to just like regular nigga shit. Even though everybody loves Scarface, but what if I didn't like Scarface? What if I liked the Never Ending Story? I'm different. Remember on public television, you had Ghost Rider on Sundays? Remember Reading Rainbow? Remember Sundays you'll watch Blondie? And everybody and their mother wish they had them fucking sandwiches that dad would Bumpstead would eat. Where in the world is Carmen San Diego? If you had a Channel 54 or something like that, similar to we had in Baltimore, you watch the Disney afternoon. One of the shows nobody from my generation talks about was actually a great show, and they ought to fucking bring it back. It was called Fox's Peter Pan and the Pirates. But you know what the problem with Black Geekdom is? I can't be proud of my shit unless I'm a weirdo. Bill Nye the Science Guy. Yep, we watch Beekman's World too. I want you to think about that. Now you got all these places where black geeks could be black geeks, but the people who are long standing geeks don't get that. You know, we associate ourselves with just loving what? Hood violence. Scarface, a hood classic. You ever notice, as people of the black diaspora, we never make movies out of people who were freeing us from slavery and bondage, but we always made movies of people who kept us bondage through drugs, violence, or something else. But y'all don't hear me though. Y'all don't hear me though. I was talking to hallowed be his name, Sandog earlier. And guess what? Friday, stay tuned because we're gonna get some big hitters and try to get that ninja over there, nameless protagonist, if we could get him. Hopefully Thursday or Friday, we're gonna do a show, which is gonna be the biggest part two of selling to the black audience if you're a comic book and sci-fi creator. But part of that conversation, I'm gonna talk to you. Oh, trust me. Remember on the sci-fi channel, the science fiction channel, you used to watch what? Old episodes of the $6 Million Man, the Bionic Woman, the Incredible Hulk, Star Wars droids. I'm in trouble, in trouble, in trouble again. Remember, you saw us Guyver and all kinds of anime shit every Saturday on the Sci Fi channel? The animation station. They used to call it, what was it, Japanimation Station on every Saturday. Oh, yeah, I forgot about another classic they need to come out with again. The Bionic 6, Knight Rider. See, here's the craziness about it. Why is it cool for black for now? Everybody wants to be cool with the black genre, with the geek genre. But the geek genre, which you mostly see, you got a few chicks out there, but wasn't everybody knows it wasn't very many chicks out there. Oh, another classic. How come they can't pull this without the ass? No guts, no glory, no pain, no gain. The Galaxy Rangers. The problem with black geekdom is that it's the same thing with the Boy Scouts. When the men are seen having fun in their little cubby holes, and I bet you the new Home Alone movie is going to start a girl. That's another thing. You got to cater to the girls. Think of one Disney movie in the past 25 years that catered to boys. And we're not talking about the MCU. There you go, because we always got to have another Disney princess bullshit. I talked about Cops, Bulletproof, man. Oh, they don't want to come out with Cops because, the black guy was in charge. One of the biggest problems with Black Geekdom is that it took years for us to have a space. BlurCon would not have existed in the 90s. I wish there would have been a BlurCon. I wish there would have been. But the saddest part about it is with black parents in the 90s and the 80s, 9 out of 10, they would have took your ass anywhere. Your black parents, unless they were into comics, mostly your dad, 99.9999% it was your dad. Think about it. How come every goddamn movie we had as black people couldn't be sci-fi? It always had to revert to the hood. Like fucking Meteor Man was shot around the corner from where I lived. We don't even have a sci-fi. You would think, hell, even supercells in fucking London. I want you to think about this. We can't do a sci-fi fucking adventure, which I'm writing, with a black cast or mainly black cast, sort of black. You, it was controversial. People were upset with Black Panther with a mainly 99% cast. Motherfucker, Wakanda's supposed to be in Africa. What you expect? Snowmen? We talk about a static movie, but we're going to talk about a little bit what we talked about. Brave Star, Brave Star, Brave Star, Strength of the Bear, Eyes of the Eyes of the Hawk, Ears of the Wolf, Speed of the Puma. Yeah, I remember the songs. Visionaries, Spiral Zone, Mass, Saber Right. Oh shit! I want you to think about this. Why can't we build this shit? Why were we looked at as weird coming up? Because we were always subjugated to what? Basketball, football, sometimes track. Because it seemed like all you niggas forgot about baseball. Do you know how weird it was growing up and I decided to do wrestling in high school in the late 90s? People didn't even know we had the sport in Lake Clifton. But if you're the basketball guy, you're the hero. You get my school for a championship, you're forgotten. Think about it. You had all this stuff, Yu-Gi-Oh cards, comic book trade. You used to trade and let your friends hold comics. You trade with them. Hell, in English class, when you got doing finish your assignments, me and a buddy of mine, we were drawing. We would compare drawing. I would draw one, I would sketch one, and he would do the shading. Yeah, think about it. It was actually taboo to play video games as a black male adult. It was. It was. If you weren't trying to be up some chick's ass, it was taboo. It was taboo. Just like now, it's taboo for a man to work on himself. They said it was gay if a man is in the gym working on himself? I'm not upset with chicks being scantily dressed, making their money if they truly like it. But guess what? How many dudes couldn't get away with that for years? Yep, I remember Archie. I remember Back to the Future, the series, the animated series. I remember the '80s Superman cartoon for the 50th anniversary. I remember the Superpowers team. Remember X Men the arcade? X Men. X Men. Remember the Spider Man game with Hawkeye? What was it? Black Cat and Namor the Submariner? See, now, because many men are in their solace, happy, proud to be geeks, now you got chicks coming to Comic Cons, and there are some who are, I'm not going to lie to you, there are some who were actually. Avengers had an arcade game. Yep, the Mighty Avengers had that on the game too. Me and my brother somehow beat that on the Super Nintendo. remember how remember how long and arduous fucking Resident Evil 2 was? Me and my brother had to tag team that bitch. Then everybody played Street Fighter. Shit, what about Marvel versus Capcom 2? I'ma take you for a ride. That. But yeah, the problem with really geekdom is this. If you're not with the status quo, nobody likes you. Now, what if you're the unattractive girl or guy in geekdom? Nobody gives a fuck about you. Nobody gives a clear fuck. Nowadays, these kids are getting everything we wish for. We would have died twice to go see some of our heroes on the screen. We would have died twice to see that. If you would have saw us dressed up in our favorite cosplay, we look like weirdos. But now people are winning awards, and it's not being sad about it. It's being truthful. You couldn't get away with all this shit. But everybody wants to be in your genre. Everybody wants to make it, oh, we're going to make these characters sexy. What if we don't want them characters sexy? What if we don't? But now, oh, I play video games. You go on any dating site and you see a chick saying she likes video games. I'm sorry, I kind of beg to differ. I kind of beg to differ. What games you like? I don't see you playing them. I don't see you playing them. Now you got women talking about why don't we take them out? Why don't you want to go out to where the men want to go? Maybe we want to go to the convention. Maybe we want to go to the arcade because they're. Yeah, you're right. They're lying. Don't forget to hit the Cash App, people. Shit. Cigars, gas, and liquor ain't cheap, people. Cigar, gas, and liquor ain't cheap. They are lying. Think about it, right? All these chicks who are gaming geeks, who are lovely in shape, why are y'all single? You got a guy. You're surrounded by men who love the same shit you do. What's the problem? I don't give a shit about the price. What's the problem? What is the goddamn problem? As long as there been a nigga on earth, what's the problem? What is the goddamn problem? What is the goddamn problem? Please tell me. Because somebody's lying to me. The price goes up. They're gay. Well, a lot of our legibits. But really, because I remember we had to fight for a lot of shit that we wanted to do. You couldn't have an anime club in the 80s and 90s. You couldn't have a bunch of friends come over. You know, and it's kind of fucked up that I'm gonna say this. You didn't have too many friends come over your house like that, growing up. At least I didn't. And unfortunately, because of the way cities like Baltimore were, parents worried. And I get it. Yeah, they come to the. I mean, think about it. There's so many chicks that come out there showing ass and titties, and I'm not complaining about showing your ass and titties. But then you get mad when dudes compliment on your ass and titties. You get thousands upon thousands of people, and there are some people who are true fans. I get it. But we all know if Charles dresses up as Superman, Batman, I'm not going to get nowhere near the likes and the support as a female would. And I've been in this genre for 40 years. It ain't being jealous, it ain't being hated. It's the fact that a lot of dudes don't want to really admit. Sometimes we're our own worst enemy. Female content creators can make a goddamn living off some thirsty niggas. But the same niggas will complain, nobody speaks up for us, won't do a goddamn thing. What about the nerdy black kids who go to the science fair? You don't support them because that's part of geek culture, scientific discovery, or innovation. But a chick can come out any goddamn time and say, I'm part of the geek culture. Because the geek culture, you live this shit blood in, blood out, day by day. How many of them are Trekkies? How many of them are Star Wars fans? Mandalorians? Or they just go there because it's popular. It's the in thing to do. Oh, I like Storm's sexy outfit. I could wear that. Don't know a shit thing about the character. Anybody who did not support Masters of the Universe, Spider-Man, and Doomsday, shame on you. Because a lot of y'all support some stupid shit that's outside of our genre. You will literally take your girlfriends and wives to go support some shit that doesn't make sense. How many niggas support it and pay for some Tyler Perry shit? But yet, I'm going to blame black men for this and geekdom. You need to put your money where your mouth is. And part of that conversation that me and Sandog had is putting your money where your mouth is. Not only for this manosphere shit, but for shit that black men enjoy. Subject matters like this. You know, a guy like me can't find a chick who's playing Street Fighter who likes to play Call of Duty with me except for like one. How many chicks I could be like, hey, let's do a trip to BlairCon or insert comic book convention here? How many? Like you said, too many are coming just to exploit you. Why can't we have fellowship with just men? Why is it weird that when a group of men come over each other's house to play games, drink, talk shit, play pool, it's got to be weird? Oh, it's gay. But women can have all kinds of fucking girl party, girl trips, all kinds of shit. Nothing's supposed to be said. Anytime we don't spend money on you, pay attention to you, or live our own best fucking lives, what's up? What's up? You keep allowing everybody to dictate your life but you, black men. Why can't we go to the harbor and grill and smoke cigars like me and Lost did? Why can't we go and just play video games on a projector screen and have a tournament? People put their money up and we just have a tournament. Winner takes all. Why can't we have a black manosphere meet and greet in X insert city here? The problem with Black Geekdom is the fact that you have a lot of people coming into spaces, i.e., like this one, dictating shit to black men like we don't have our own goddamn minds to make a decision. Yes, I believe everybody has the fun and the wherewithal to enjoy the same shit that I do, but don't come as the Johnny come lately changing the rules. This guy keeps staring at me. Of course he's gonna stare at you. You have a revealing costume with your tits and your ass hanging out. But that's not part of geek culture. I'm sorry. Geek culture did not deal with a bunch of fucking, oh, we're gonna have this burlesque show. That's not geek culture. Sorry. You want to be able to do your little slut fantasies, but you don't want anybody to call you a slut. Every chick wanted to dress like Harley Quinn and the Joker, but not realizing that she's in a domestically violent relationship. Harley Quinn is a nutcase. You notice that a lot of people in our culture do not really dress up as heroes a lot. If you go to Comic Con, how many of our guys dress up as heroes? I'll wait. I'll wait. How many times have we seen this? Yes, I like some sexy women dressing up. Yeah, but is that all? Do you read the material? And if you do, God bless you. I'll give people a shout out like Rennie Goddess. She actually reads the material. She reads Berserk and other mangas. And she's probably the number one fan of JoJo's Bizarre Adventures I've ever seen in my life. She does go on a little feminist little tip and talk about pick me shit, but guess what? Shorty, you're just 30, probably about to turn 31. It's easy to be a pick me, to call people pick me, especially when you still got the ability to be picked. At some point, chick, if you're not coming on to me, what's the point? I can see if you're really into a character. I get it. But when a dude does it, it's overboard. Well, this is the problem with Black Geekdom. We allow everybody else in our goddamn space, and we lose the ability to dictate what we want to see. Why can't we support Eric July? Well, if you agree with him or not, why can't we support him? The reason why you're not getting a fucking static movie is because you never asked for it. His book's out right now. Did you buy it in droves? When Icon and Rocket came back out, did you buy the bitch in droves? When Black Panther, the book came out, if you would have made Black Panther sold well 100 to 200,000 each month an issue or more, they would have, like Sandog said, they would have started the MCU with Black Panther. You're right. Better pick me than a skip me. And see, like I told chicks before, it's easy to call somebody a pick me when you still have the ability to be picked. What happens when your looks start to fade? Then you become a skip me. And see, that's part of my point about black geekdom. You start injecting these black feminist narratives in the fucking system. Gentlemen, Philip Baltimore and co-host ABM.
What's good, Sam?
What's up? What you think about the subject for tonight? And we're gonna
Hey,
continue.
man, let me touch on what you just said about Black Panther.
Mm-hmm.
And this whole bullshit about a lot of black geeks.
Mm-hmm.
The first Black Panther movie made over $1 billion worldwide.
Mm-hmm.
What did that do for the actual sales of the comic book, though?
Only raised it for like 5 issues, and people forgot about it. It literally raised for 5, 7 issues, and they and then you put people who can't write a damn for Black Panther who were black artists, the black writers. The artists were great, but the writers were shitty.
Niggas be lying, man. And this is what I said in the comments about these chicks come to the genre and they exploit it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just an excuse to show your ass. It's just another avenue for you to dress sexy, show your ass. This is why it's always something tight, something revealing. Oh, I'm going to dress up like Storm. I'm going to dress up like Chung Li. It's never I'm going to dress up like Jubilee
No,
or Jean Grey or somebody who isn't typically drawn sexy.
yeah, it's you'll never see anybody who's drawn in a more let's say who's a female character. You barely hear Vixen.
Mm. Oh,
You
but wait a minute. I thought it's all about black representation.
Yeah, you barely hear about Vixen. Vixen's a black woman.
They barely talk about Vixen.
She has one
Uh,
of the best power sets ever. She can use whatever abilities in the animal kingdom.
Facts.
She as a matter of fact, Homo sapiens are considered animals, and when she was part of the Justice League, she was so powerful, she was siphoning power from Superman. She was siphoning power from Green Lantern. So y'all don't even y'all didn't even vote for John Stewart to be on fucking
Facts. I was
Mar-
just getting ready to bring up Green Lantern John Stewart.
Martian Manhunter. I even have his first appearance. Thank you, Neil Adams. Well, Hollow beat his name and may he rest in peace. A lot of you motherfuckers who never went to Comic Cons like I did faithfully and spoke with people like Neil Adams, George Perez. Neil Adams is the guy who gave you Muhammad Ali versus Superman. He's the one who gave you John Stewart. He's the one that gave you Luke Cage. Because he said, hey, a lot of my friends were black and they were police officers, firefighters, military personnel. Why can't they be superheroes like anybody else?
And don't forget about the Indies. Spawn,
Spawn, Image, Todd McFarlane,
arguably the greatest.
the greatest.
My favorite, my personal favorite, by the way.
And thank God that he was made by superstar artists. Uh, and God damn it, I'm looking at his shit right now. Todd McFarlane. I mean, really, Marvel, you fucked up. You should have paid the man what you wanted. What he wanted. But fuck it, we got Spawn.
All of these so-called black geeks, and Charles, you've heard me say it before, they dick ride the fucking shit out of Marvel.
Yep.
You never see them talking about the indies.
They never talk about DC. They never talk about look at our July and the Ripper War.
They have this weird thing against DC as if DC has done something against black people. Like what the fuck is your problem against DC? What have they done?
And DC, yeah, here's my shit, right? This pains me to say. Y'all allow a Miles Morales movie to come out before a Static.
Bro,
Static is one of the most culturally diverse and interesting characters in comic books when Milestone came. Why don't y'all scream for I'm gonna say it and I'm gonna give you the floor. I'm gonna say it, I'm gonna give you the floor. Shame on you, black community. We did not get one movie from a milestone character yet.
Can I say one thing about DC real quick?
Go ahead.
DC has at least two black Supermen that have been featured prominently in the comics. Um, what's my man's name? One is President Superman,
Mm-hmm.
whose real name is Calvin Ellis, and the other cat, man, I forgot his name. I want to say was it
Salazar,
Val?
Belzar.
Yes, that brother. Yes. So they were talking about Michael B. Jordan doing a movie playing Balzad. I checked that shit out.
Yeah, but guess what? Everybody cried about it.
they act like Miles Morales is the greatest fucking shit ever. When let's be real, it's just Negro Spider Man. And I'm not knocking what's my man that created him?
Michael
Um
Bendis.
Bendis. I'm not knocking Bendis because For all of the bitching a lot of so-called black geeks like to do about the lack of black characters, let them tell it. At least Bendis did give you some, gave you Miles, gave you Riri. He gave you the other chick in DC. I forget her name. I got her first appearance. I
Yep.
can't
What
think of it.
about
You know what I'm talking about, Charles.
Bendis?
The
But
the
Bendis
new
also
girl.
gave us that annoying ass Moonbeam. She's
Oh,
10
Moon,
years old
about
and,
Moon.
and is the smartest person in the
Oh, you talking
Marvel
about Moon
universe
Girl?
in the
Yeah,
comics.
listen,
Yeah, yeah.
I'm not. I don't knock Bendis because at least he's fucking tried. But again, my problem with my problem with the black geeks who love to do all the bitching and complaining. I'm gonna take it back to the fucking indies. You niggas do not support the fucking indies. You don't. For example, probably I like this comic, and I met dude when I went to the Comic Con a few years ago. Bitter Root.
Yeah.
You niggas don't buy it.
Mm-hmm.
Everything with these niggas is always Marvel. Always Marvel. And Charles, you just said something very interesting when you mentioned how these broads they come and they interject the feminist bullshit into the genre.
Yeah.
I was just watching Messy Machon earlier before I came to work. And she had this clip of this black chick complaining about dude that they cast for the new Black Panther. And of course, what's her issue with him? Well, he was in a picture with a bunch of white girls.
Not knowing those were his publicists, and even if
Black,
he like
I'm
girls,
sorry. I'm sorry, yo, but I said this when the first Black Panther movie came out. You niggas love to hype everything, but you don't give a motherfuck about the actual product. You don't buy the comics. You don't support a fucking thing. All you niggas ever do is just dick ride Marvel and you ride a wave. And that's all Black Panther was. You rode a fucking wave.
yeah,
What the fuck do I care about? Okay, let's say the nigga was piping every last one of them white bitches in the picture. What the
yeah.
fuck do I care?
Who
Bro,
cares?
I just want to see a good movie.
Yeah. Who cares?
But look at the mentality. They have they even started filming the fucking movie yet? You already bitching and complaining. You're already bringing the bullshit. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, no, niggas can't have shit.
It's sad if you really think about it. It's really sad because when you look at this genre, brought a lot of black boys out of a lot of despair, especially the 80s and 90s when what the fuck we had to deal with? Fucking violence. You literally dealt with the violence of the goddamn 80s. And
Racial profiling on top of that.
because here's the craziness about shit. Shit is supposed to be what? About escapism.
Hmm.
How the fuck can I escape when everybody else wants to be a part of my shit, but you didn't appreciate it when you had it?
Or even
And
bother to learn about it.
then on top of that, people think you're weird because you into it. Oh, I'm into anime. What do you watch? Uh, uh. Like I get it. I get it. Everybody has a starting point. I get it.
Hmm. Hmm.
I get it. But don't come into this shit and then you're gonna inject some feminist bullshit and get mad when niggas be like, yo, what the fuck you talking about? We don't give a shit about that. I don't know why we can't be here. The girls do this. The girls need to be in charge of this. What? Think about it, right?
Hmm.
Not saying I was complaining, but when I was in charge of security at BlurCon, we
Hmm.
had to guard the place because they had an anime and twerk session. When the fuck did twerking have to do with comics and anime?
Not
Please,
a
somebody
goddamn
let me
thing.
know.
Not a goddamn thing. That was just them trying to inject their
Let me know.
asses into shit that got no place into it.
Bringing ghetto ratchet club
Wait,
culture to literally
Mhm.
every
am I
fucking
wrong for
thing they
saying that?
do. No, you're not wrong. This is why you see
Hold on,
twerking
let me
in the
come back
church.
in.
Can you hear me,
Oh,
Namer?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay,
This,
I think it was on his end. He was having audio issues.
this is why you see twerking in the church,
Hmm.
twerking at graduations. They bring the shit everywhere they fucking go because they, you don't appreciate the genre if you feel like you have to have a twerk off at a fucking Comic Con.
Can I use
Don't
a
tell me
H.
you're
Rap Brown
even,
quote for
oh, I'm
this?
speaking, I enjoy. No, you
Hmm.
don't. This is why you
Hmm.
don't fucking buy the comics. You don't
Hmm.
support shit.
Hmm.
You don't.
Sam, I got
This is why your nigga is not a gamer. You claim you're a gamer. Why your man ain't a gamer?
Yeah.
Sam.
Because you don't like
Sam.
that type of man. You know you don't.
Hmm. Let me inject something. Let me sum your frustrations, ABM. There's an H. Rap Brown quote when he talked about when he was warning black people about collectivism, about the problems about individualism, collectivism, and he warned about getting co-opted by white folks. And this is one of the most poignant things he ever said in that when he warned about white people co-opting shit. He said, "Look, man, white people will co-opt dog shit if it's to their benefit. What we have here by bringing the twerk is the dog shit that they're gonna co-opt to fuck things up. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I mean, think
That's
about
the
it.
dog. That's the dog shit. They go. That's the dog shit right there.
And then if you ask the question, the fuck does that
Hmm.
have to do with this? You're
Hmm.
you're you're misogynistic. When honestly, baby girl, baby, please, baby, please. I I am the
He's gonna
protector,
be dropping an RBA album soon. Just wait for
possibly.
it. Definitely.
But you see what I'm getting at, folks? If I'm the
Hmm.
protector
Hmm.
of anything I see, because there have been times at conventions I had to stop the dudes because they were being touchy grabby with females, constantly telling them no. And I'm glad one dude backed down because I was about to break his fucking face.
And he
Because
couldn't see you because you were out on, and he couldn't see you because you were secured.
I was in my regular clothes at the time. I was
Oh,
off.
okay. Oh,
The other nigga working. I'm officially the boss man off at 8 o'clock at 9 o'clock. That's party time for
fair
me.
enough. Fair enough.
And I'm like, why can't we just stop what we're doing? And I'm not saying
Hmm.
you have a right to touch anybody, but I'm gonna say this: you got to be careful of the image you want to pursue, you want to produce. It's like the same. If a nigga goes outside and he gets thrown on the ground, I'm not saying you should be thrown on the cops for nothing. You should be able to wear everything. But guess what? We don't even have to deal with the police. You know good and goddamn well if you wear certain clothes in certain neighborhoods in the United States, you're gonna take some repercussions.
Yeah.
No, but that's how it is.
You have to understand that as a black male, you're going as a black man or a black teenage boy, you are going to be profiled,
Yeah,
and you cannot be oblivious to your surroundings.
and you can't be oblivious of the attention you can or might bring. Is it fair? No, I'm the first nigga to tell you. I don't know why people act different in America, but back to what I said. Why do you want? It's fun to make fun. Like they had the hoochie daddy shit. What does that have to do with
Mm.
anime? I guess the chicks need something nice to look at too. But at the same time, what happens when we accommodate for everybody? I don't give a shit if there's a gay person that like anime comics because there are. And some slick ass bastards. But you know, but even they don't push as the women. They might ask a question about LGBT and comics, which is fair because hey, everybody wants to see each other. Okay, I get it. I get it.
Mhm.
So let's talk about brass tacks and paper. Okay,
Mhm.
if we go and say, hey, I want to see representation of people like me. Okay, why do we not give seminars of saying how to make people like? Why not? Like we look at the Ripperverse with Eric July. We look at other people's shit. What's the light skinned brother who making his own comics? I'm starting to make my own characters. Like the problem with it is really, if we want to be fair, black people, black men need to start fucking putting out their fucking checkbooks and supporting their own.
Put their money in their motherfucking mouths. Put their motherfucking money in their motherfucking mouths.
But they
Because
don't though, and that's the point.
that's the weakest point. Your women, the reason why your women always have the battle strategy above you, black men, and I'm gonna say it. I'm a, she's willing to pay for whatever nonsense she wants to hear. There's a reason why Tyler Perry's a billionaire. There's a reason
Off
why,
the strength of a southern grandmother in a dress and a wig.
and then not even talking about how they're making fun of you.
So how often do I talk about the lack of brotherhood? And you
And
just hit the nail on the motherfucking head just now. Say what you want to say about black women. Say what you want to say about Tyler Perry. They fucking supported it. That's what they like. They fucking supported it. They came with their pocketbooks.
yeah,
You Negroes don't support shit.
you don't even support your.
You don't support shit. When they went the direction they went with the second Black Panther with Shuri, you niggas bitched and complained. Oh, why they didn't recast T'Challa? But did you niggas go buy the books though?
Did you buy the books? Did you make them submit
Mhm.
to your doctor?
Where's the rumblings for a Spawn movie?
Mhm.
Where
Michael
why
John
don't
White
you
was a
see
bad
more
motherfucker on
black
that
men?
one.
Why
Mhm.
don't you see more black men angry and pissed off about not getting Blade?
We can't even get a Blade movie. Matter of fact, why
How
can't we?
the fuck can you not get Blade? The easiest
They had
fucking
a series with Sticky Fingers that didn't work out that well, did it?
How the fuck? How the fuck did you? The character that saved your fucking company.
Mm-hmm.
People forget that
Blade.
Blade was the character that saved that goddamn company. Period.
because
And
you
that was on
because
New
you
Line
niggas
Cinema.
because you niggas would rather invest all your time and energy and the money into bitches twerking.
Yeah.
Charles, there's two animated series I gotta inject into this discussion because I've never heard them being brought up. And these are ones I remember as a kid. One was called Defenders of the Earth.
Yeah.
You remember that?
Yeah. I remember
They
that.
had a they had a brother named Lothar in that movie, in that series.
Yeah. Bad motherfucker.
Bad motherfucker, and he has a son in that. And he had a son as well.
That was a single dad.
He was a single dad.
Oh yeah.
Nobody talked about how he wasn't, but he wasn't just a musclehead. He was a highly intelligent man. He was just like Panthro
I
from the
mean,
from the Thundercats.
think about it. Panther broke the
Hmm.
mold. So did Lothar.
Hmm. And
Look,
a second one I'm going to mention, Captain Planet. What was the brother who was in that group called? His name?
Kwame.
It was Kwame. Kwame was African, and he led the group.
Yeah, think about it.
He was a leader.
The leader
Yeah,
was.
he was African. He was black and African. It didn't make him any. It didn't take away his blackness. He's somebody everybody could relate to. Because what was his power? His power was Earth,
Earth.
Mother Earth, as in Mother Africa.
Yeah, came for the earth.
Since
Yeah.
everybody's on Ryan Coogler's dick, right? Why don't niggas bombard them with a couple 100,000 letters and say, "Hey, man,
Mhm.
give us a static movie.
It was a static.
All
You know,
right.
Like put your money up,
Static.
you produce it.
put your money out
You
because
know what I'm saying? Do a crowdfunding if you got to."
we supported you for that goddamn movie Sinners.
Sinners.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, isn't that what everybody else does?
Something.
You'll see white supremacists do a GoFundMe if somebody said they were going to do a movie about the Turner Diaries.
You
You get what you picking up what I'm putting down?
I'm gonna put it to
Yeah.
you. Let's talk some real shit, fellas.
Come on.
Let's talk some real shit.
Mm-hmm.
This is the real shit for a minute. Why haven't we had a fucking Bass Reeves movie?
No, Charles, I think you did have a Bass Reeves movie. Isaiah Washington made it.
Let's go check. I better check that out. I'm
We,
gonna look that up later.
Am I wrong? He made a Bass Reeves movie, didn't he?
I gotta
Let me go
check
check it.
because I'm looking at it like, yo, you telling me all this representation and see this is what I'm gonna say real quick. When I hear black representation, all y'all really want is some nigga shit. That's all the fuck I hear is nigga shit.
Yeah, he did. In 2022. Yeah,
All
No,
right.
and he
no,
made that.
no publicity
Isaiah
for
Washington.
no publicity for Hollywood. Nobody.
Yeah. But no, they want representation on their terms. Dude, you can't have it all. You can't have it that way. Either you put up the money or you do, or you write, or you produce the thing your damn self. Now, if you can put up the money and produce it your damn self, have at it.
They don't understand, Namer, what representation is. True representation. They don't.
They don't understand show business for that matter, ABM. Because they're more, but here's the problem with that. They're more focused on the show and less on the business. They
All,
need to understand the significance of the term. Let's do lunch.
all they're ever worried about is a nigga being on the screen to make
Mm-hmm.
them feel better about themselves. And if they put a nigga on the screen, and that's supposed to be a victory.
And here's the fucked up part about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're not
Thank
gonna,
you for bringing that up. Thank you for bringing that up, ABM.
gonna get the
But go ahead,
best.
Charles.
You're not gonna get the best nigga on the screen because look at it this way. This tells you how poor of quality that we have. So many of the motherfucking actors in the first Black Panther movie, half of them were British, black British.
One was African
Dog. The majority of Hollywood is fucking British. I mean, let's just say what it is, and that goes for whites also.
or from the Commonwealth, or for the
I,
Commonwealth for that matter, the entire
Like the
Commonwealth.
majority of fucking Hollywood is goddamn British or fucking Australian.
yeah, I mean,
Like, come
Yeah,
on, man.
God,
fair enough.
fucking Walking Dead talking with accents when you see them on the show, like shit.
I mean, Dyra Guerrera is Zimbabwean, but she was born in the U.S. She was in America. She was raised partially in the U.S. My Sean, she's just as American as she is Zimbabwean. There was another African. There was another African in the Black Panther movies. An actor by the name of Isaac Dibankule. He's from Ivory Coast or Cote d'Ivoire. You might remember him. He was the brother with the disc lip and everything.
He was African.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Like,
Isaac Dibankule. You might remember him as he also worked with with Forrest Whitaker as the French go between for Monsieur 96 before 69 of in the Godfather of Harlem.
mm-hmm.
So he's a very he's a very accredited actor. He's done a lot. He just like Djamon Hansu, who's originally from Benin.
Well,
These guys are respected. Hmm.
the guys I was bodyguard for Farrakhan, who played King
Yeah,
T'Chaka, the African.
yeah. Oh yeah, he's South African. Yes, and
Yeah,
his son played the younger version of him.
yeah.
Wait, what's his name? Let me look up his name. Let me look up his name.
Well, the son I was bodyguarding. He was King T'Chaka in the younger version.
The younger version. Let me find his name for a minute.
But this is the part that gets me upset: is that we so busy giving praise to the non-talented Tiana Taylor. I'm sorry, she is not a good actress. Whoever said that, you full of shit.
The only time she was ever a good actress was when she said "I do" in front of Imani Shupert.
I mean, God, man, you got
I'm wrong for that. I'm wrong for that. I'm
you're
wrong for that.
pretty right.
uh, and most of the British ones, they're of African descent. I mean, look at them. Daniel Kaluuya, his parents he was born in London to Ugandan parents. Well,
And
Letitia Wright, she's from Guyana. Lupita Nyong'o, Kenyan, and she's a Mexican national by birth. Who else? Hang on, I'm looking up the cast. Who played?
I mean,
No,
we
not Michael B. Jordan.
got to look at it for what it is, because let's look
Yeah.
at this from a real good thing. Black men, we
Hmm.
got we got a problem. We need to talk about this shit, man. I want all the black men, black women, leave the room for a couple of minutes. Black men, how many times have I told you you're gonna have to get out this cheap shit? You can be cheap with the bitches, but don't be cheap with the fellas when they talk in your behalf.
Yeah.
Niggas reminiscing, right? When I'm talking that good shit. I'm not even just talking about your content creators. I'm talking about your creators of comics, your gaming creators, your inventors. Why can't we support a guy who's an Evo black guy? I mean, Sonic Fox been killing it for years.
Hmm.
Why can't we support young black athletes with our money? You think they're trying to buy shit for bitches that you'll never see a refund from, and her little poor kids? Why don't you? You know why? Because you can't see another nigga doing something better than you. Black men have a problem with saying, "Brother, teach me how'd you do it." No, fuck that nigga. He good.
What is it you always say? One
I,
should always be a student, no matter you master. Even if you master things, you still have to remain a student and keep learning.
you literally got chicks out there talking
Hmm.
about leaving their husband because he can't provide for 6 months, but he been carrying your ass for 13 years. I can't stand him because he got a hobby.
What the hell is wrong with you?
But
Leave.
we
Your man needs his downtime. Men need downtime. What the hell?
But we can't do shit. We can't do shit and support each other. Why? Why? Why?
Explain to me why you can't do what, why you can't do this, that, and the third. Explain to me why he's not allowed to have these. Do you remember? There was a clip I remember. Shout out to Compassion Callus. A wife comes out of the house, out of the house, looking for a husband, and finds him asleep in the car. He said, "Once you come," and she opens the door. He's like, what the fuck?" He's like, "Why don't you come home? Why don't you come inside and take a nap?" No. "Why don't you come inside?" No. "Can I come? Should I stay in here with you?" No. "What do you want?" "Leave me alone." Men need time to themselves. Just like women need time to themselves, men need time to themselves. Sometimes we need to sleep, and we need to sleep. We gotta, go someplace where we can, we can sleep. We need to have our own spaces.
But
And
yet,
no, go ahead.
but yet, we're not allowed to have black men go to with their boys. Black men going to Comic Con with their boys. Now, I'm not. You never once heard me say women can't enjoy comics like we do, because some who truly do love anime and comics.
Hmm.
But we know motherfuckers who exploit. We know motherfuckers who exploit. Now, if you telling me straight up, Charles, what's your problem? That too many niggas don't support? There should, how many times have you heard me on other people's programs telling niggas to support? Cash App, DM, or
Plenty.
now. This is these are people shits. I'm not even on their fucking thing. I don't even get the money. Support them. This is me talking to black men about supporting your genre, supporting what we grew up on. Because God knows if you have sons, do you know what the fuck your son's been watching? The most manliest show my son grew up watching is probably Ben 10, maybe Adventure Time.
As a kid growing up, man,
Think about it. Look at the shows we grew up on. You know why? Because you let women infiltrate your spaces.
dude,
Facts.
we grew up. I remember when we were kids, you had the A team, and everybody wanted to be B.A. Well, most people want to be B.A. Baracus.
White dudes wanted to be BA.
Just like I wanted to be Murdoch.
Everybody got a few screws loose, so you meet the profile. Man, you gotta think
Hey!
that.
Hey, I'm losing the. I don't got no hair, so I just need to just grow. Put on a horse, wig or something like that. I'm good.
You gotta think about it, right? You look at
Hmm.
the boys now; they're not
Hmm.
as manly and they're not as handy. What did you put in front of them? You put girl shit. Every time you go to fucking Disney, every time you
Uh-huh.
go to Nickelodeon, the boys, the moron, the girls are smarter, they're faster, they're stronger. They never. I mean, what's the blonde hair? Hi, Carly, the mean one. She never loses a fight to anybody, girl or boy. I mean, think about it. You, a lot of people got this shit right.
Hmm.
Did you remember the late '80s and early '90s? Most of your shows dealt with single fathers.
Yeah.
Then Was a single dad. He was a widower.
The Ninja Turtles, their
Mr. Drummond,
master was their father,
Mr.
even though he
Drummond.
was a rat.
Mr.
Hmm.
Drummond. I want to
All
say
right.
Mr. Drummond.
Punky Brewster's dad.
Funky Bruce dad. Punky. Punky.
Henry. Henry.
Yeah.
Silver Spoons.
Silver Spoons. Classic. Let's look at shit.
Full House.
Full House. Danny
Yeah.
Tanner.
Full House. Danny Tanner, Bob Saget, God rest his soul.
There was a lot of look at Blossom. Blossom's dad was a single dad.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Bielka.
So look what happened when you let people infiltrate your goddamn faces. Who's this? Mr.
Great
Uh
from Germany. How you doing, sir?
Washington Will.
I've been on here before. This is the black guy in Germany. How you doing, sir?
hey, how you doing?
Hey, man. Great conversation. So I just want to kind of join in, and yeah,
What's your take
Guten
on it?
Tag.
I'm not German. I'm from Oklahoma. I don't speak this language, but
All
thank you. Good morning to you too.
right.
So
Yeah.
what's
My 2 cents. I think that Black Geekdom, especially growing up in the 80s and 90s, right? If
mhm,
there was we were bombarded with the programming of like black excellence in being thugs, right?
mhm.
And there was a section of us that kind of like, you know what? We see the we see the downfall to this. We see it's not going to lead to anything that we want, and we just didn't want to take that programming. And we've been ostracized for almost like a good 15 years by being geeks. People really forget like anime, it even itself wasn't even popular, especially in the black community, until like the last maybe 20 years. So those of us who kind of
Probably
made
50.
our personality in geekdom, right? And got humorous, got clever, got whatever, got women, all those things, we were able to be fine. But this new age of geekdom, it's very antisocial, and it's very, I think,
You need to go into that more.
we really do,
Yeah,
because again,
I
I
mean,
think it's important to be a
'cause-
geek, but then be forged in fire, if that
yeah,
makes sense. Meaning that you have to, your geekdom is challenged, and you say, I don't give a shit what you think about me. I'm not going to be a thug. I'm not going to be this, pseudo mask. I'm not going to be that. I'm going to be this. And there's power in choosing that, but
and, and not
people
only
rarely see the power of that because, again, in this system of white supremacy, we were all programmed to do some stupid shit to fuck our lives up. And those of us who did not make that program and made the decisions to do whether it was the right thing or the wrong thing, but made the decisions that at least allowed them not to be in the system, those are the people that should be celebrated. But we are celebrating the people who are the divine nine, still the thugnificent. We celebrate that because we still think that's cool. We don't think that geek and being well thought black men and people who are maybe introverted to themselves and just trying to create a bubble of safety for them and their family, that's not cool.
yeah,
No, once you got to be cool, you got to show everybody that you're cool. It's not cool to be minimalistic. It's
yeah.
not cool to get a trailer in the middle of nowhere and get a woman and raise 2 kids and live in that and be away from everybody. That's not cool. What's wrong with you? Are you even black? And your blackness gets challenged by other black people so much that it even makes you question if you want to be a part of this so-called black community. That's not a real community.
And
I'll land there.
the main thing growing up in the 80s and 90s with geekdom was that you got chat by the geek if you knew what you were talking about. Like one of the biggest things I always hated with these newfound geeks. Don't tell me about my genre because you saw 2 Marvel movies.
Exactly.
And this is one thing I notice about the young folks now. They worrying about who's powerful. They can read the book. Who this Dragon Ball shit. I'm Dragon Ballizing my shit.
Yeah, it's like people who listen to hip hop, right, but don't get the lessons out of it. It's like people who listen to hip hop or listen to Scarface, but they don't understand the actual stories of what Scarface is trying to teach and say, like, yo, you really don't want to be like the people who hear the bullshit and say and they celebrate it versus hearing the hip hop of the 90s and be like, oh wow, like, this is the story, this is the don't make this decision. It's the same thing that's happened with geekdom.
Yeah,
People who jumped into this and they've made it. It's the same way with R&B. The R&B was better when it was ugly guys singing, because they meant it. But
yeah,
once like the pretty boys started singing R&B, it was like, this ain't real R&B no more. I
yeah.
think it's the same thing with geekdom. Like once all the cool people started cosplaying this geekdom, you know, when deep down they're still also the thug and everything else.
Yeah,
Then
I
it
mean,
kind of like
there's a lot of thugs.
threw us off. Yeah.
There's a lot of thugs who low key like geekdom. There's a
Oh,
lot of
for sure. I've
people,
seen it.
and here's the crazy part: geekdom for black men that usually bridged everybody from different. Like, that's the jock, that's the bad boy, that's the nerd. You like Dragon Ball? Shit, I like Dragon Ball too. Yeah, Tubby Boop. Yeah, that shit was like. That's what bridged us together. And I keep saying this: once you allowed the girl to go in, see who's the sexiest character, and skimpily dress like that. Never really watched the episodes. Never caught up with it. I just Harley Quinn be
We need to
sex.
start doing geek tests. Like if you can't play chess, you're not a geek. Like there's certain things we gotta like we
If
gotta
you
like start we gotta start
if you never
gatekeeping.
got the, if you never got in a fight for somebody stealing your comic book, like, I'm sorry, you never how many times you got to swing on a nigga because they want to steal your shit. If you don't,
Man,
if you don't have a collection, and I'm not talking about cute shit, I'm talking about where's your art? Where's your art collection from coming to these conventions? Why?
Yeah,
Because
we got to do it. We got to do like tests. Like we're gonna put a pair of Jordans there and a Gundam built thing. Like which one do you want to steal? They steal this Jordans. It's like you can't be a geek. You
number
should have
one,
stole the Gundam
number one.
mobile.
But with all due respect, it depends on what pair, what color. But
See,
good
see,
point.
you see, see, you ain't all the way in, sir.
um,
You
but
come to the dark side. Come to.
but if but if it's nigga, I got the Sword of Omens hanging on my wall.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Stormbreaker.
You are one of us. My bad.
I've been one. I've been one of us for 40 years.
Respect his geekdom. I say to you, respect his geekdom.
He said sword of omen. I submitted right away. No, I don't even need to. Okay,
Good move.
you pull out that
Good move.
reference.
I got the Sword of your camera.
Ray, your camera's on.
I
Good
got the
move.
Sword of Omens and Stormbreaker on my wall, including art from fucking Neil Adams and everybody else.
Nice.
So
All right.
How's my mic? Can y'all hear me? What's up, y'all?
you
Yeah, we
good.
hear
Oh,
you,
you
buddy.
coming in nice and clear, brother. Nice and clear.
Now you got to realize this. I'm never saying women can't be there because there are some great female geeks I've met. But I know
Mhm.
this because everybody should. The one thing geekdom was supposed to do that it seems like it lost its way is making everybody feel welcome. And I'm like, okay, we got to have a new section for like, okay, you're new into this geek shit. Let me walk you through it. Don't come in here, like Cannon Busters, which I wish they made another season. Good God Almighty. Uh,
Yeah, and there needs to be geeks for the ones who like there's geeks who still know how to get laid. Like that was always my thing growing up. Like I loved enough anime, but not too much where I didn't get laid.
I love
Like you.
I loved anime balls deep, pun intended.
But can you?
You hear
Okay,
me?
did you love
Yeah, we hear
anime
you.
so much that you didn't? Yeah, we hear you, sir. What's up?
I'm sorry.
No, I was saying in salute to what Charles just said.
I'm sorry. Two things. It's let me put it to you. The people that you want to talk about the people that make geekdom fun were black men. Okay, we made it. How the fuck you fresh with a pair of J's, but you got that fucking Batman fucking Averex on? What the
Well,
magic? And then
because the geeks didn't do their part. Geeks should have made sure they always wore deodorant. We should have stopped letting funky
If
geeks come into the club. Like we
Hey,
said
we
that
we
part,
allowed the wrong people to come in.
they allowed the Smash Bros to fucking take over. God damn it.
Yes, yep,
hey, Charles, he mentioned earlier that really prompted me to get on was that he said, well, my brother said, he said, something about antisocial within geekdom and shit.
yeah.
Antisocial behavior
Yeah.
during you were never supposed to be anti the part about
I'm like, how did it get like that, man? I'm like, damn, you
you know
can't
why?
you can't be on no kind of brotherhood shit with these motherfuckers. It's like you're like, yeah, you like the same shit. Yeah, you like Naruto, yeah, I like Naruto, yeah. And the motherfucker, his morals, his or her morals and shit, where everything else will be way off. They'll cause you to be like, I can't fuck with you, man. Damn, we like the same shit, but you
You
too
know
much of
why?
a dickhead.
You know
I
why?
have a theory on that because I had to have a conversation with my son and the way he was gaming. He was always getting mad and like getting super frustrated. And I realized, like, okay, I need to have my son playing the games that me and my ex played as kids because those games kind of created more of like you get used to losing. Like you're gonna lose playing original Metroid. You're gonna lose playing the and either you're gonna get frustrated or you're gonna learn to enjoy it. You're gonna lose playing the original Ninja Gaiden. You know, like so. I think I realized like all these new kids playing these one player games where they're not really, and it's not. And I don't mean like online community. Like no, where we used to be in the same room together playing Techno Bowl for hours, and
You
everyone like that is missed. And I think that that's why so many of
know
these new
why?
geeks are antisocial.
You know why? Number
Hmm.
one, let's go back and
Like, think about how many times we play Tekken for hours, like a group of 10 kids, like in the house, and everyone taking turns.
let's go dissect it, right?
Okay.
What killed what killed the gaming era?
What built it?
What killed
Oh, what killed it?
arcade gaming?
Oh,
Online.
what killed arcade gaming? Home consoles.
So now, instead of taking the time, which builds character, of passing the game along, let me get this board. You pass the board
Mm,
out,
yeah.
share it. Now, when you take that aspect of sharing, which is a growth, which is what a growth stat.
Yeah.
Not only do you get afraid of losing, you're also taking away the phobia of losing, and now you're also taking away the ability to share properly.
Hmm.
You're getting angry instead of laughing, and then learning how to figure out a way. Just like we learned in Street Fighter, Delcine does not play the same way as Zangief. We had to learn how to get your victories with your favorite characters. Guess what? Street Fighter 4. Guess who my favorite character was? Dudley. Throw a fireball at me if you will. I got so many moves that bitch and hit you with 10 straight. Cross your lip.
Hey, did y'all see my comment I made about I just seen it too. I think it was like a foreign dude, or British or whatever, black dude making a Streets of Rage,
Yeah.
the
You
Streets of Rage movie.
think about it. When we played
That's a bonding game with your kids for sure.
yeah, we played games. Notice a lot of your games back then, you had team games. Motherfuckers are cussing each other out. I don't even play to speak to people online when I'm playing Call of Duty.
Wait a minute, so you saying that they don't have hold on. You said they don't have team games now. Hold on, let me
Not,
Or
not not like they used to back in the day. And
and not
even the one player games that he like, even Metal Gear Solid on the PlayStation 2, right? Even though that was a one
Hmm.
player game, that was a team game because it took the whole like I had to call the whole neighborhood to help me with that shit. Like it like everybody it
what?
was after school for like 5 weeks. Everybody came to my crib and we took turns trying to beat that shit.
let me tell
Like
you,
it was a it was a neighborhood ordeal.
I'm gonna tell you what was
Ow,
one of
my ankles.
I'm gonna tell you what was one of the bonding moments for me and my little brother. It was one game called Resident Evil 2.
Oh man.
That was bonding. That was brotherly bonding. Teaching him how to swim and ride a bike, then be like, yo, help me with this shit. All right.
You
Like,
also bonded when you brought the TV and the PlayStation outside,
yes.
and the whole block was playing the game out front.
Yeah, especially if you playing Like you played Madden, you felt like a man.
Oh, do y'all remember the first time somebody brought over Soul Calibur and we realized that none of these combos work when the black girls just hit buttons?
Yeah.
I learned it's the only game that we learned the black girls was kicking our ass in that game.
Oh
They
yeah.
didn't know how to do shit. They would just be hitting buttons and making super moves, and we was all pissed off. We
Did, did you
we trying to do these damn combos and
and
didn't matter for shit.
did you ever notice the girl that you liked in summer camp or school or in the neighborhood? If you brought the console outside, it's another excuse to get closer.
Oh yeah, for sure. And especially if she had a badass little brother.
Oh
Yep.
yeah.
I did that move.
And, and I'm gonna tell you, here's a lot of like socialness and geekdom. It's because people think they're better geek than the other geeks. No, I know this character, and I'm like, I had to read somebody. Somebody was like, well, I think it was Rennie Goddess talking about, well, if you voted for a certain person, Luthi would not like you. I said, wait a minute. Luthi was an anarchist at heart.
Mm-hmm.
So Luthi wouldn't like anybody you vote for. He's an anarchist. If you really read him, he's an anarchist. And when you think about it, a lot of these people who look at characters and don't even know what's the temp, like people be like, my son and his best friend always try to stump me, and so does his other kid try to stump me about something. Well, General Zod created Bizarro. No, he created clones. The actual Bizarro, the first Bizarro created was actually Lex Luthor. He created clones that look like Bizarro, but they weren't called Bizarros. Now, when you actually read the book, you'll find out. And see, the problem is a lot of people don't read the fucking source material.
Hmm. Well, I
And
have to be honest. Like a lot of kids find boredom with reading the original comics because compared to like the artwork of the original source material is just. I mean, let's keep
hey,
it. I mean, it's just not even close to the
I
same.
haven't read all of them yet
Well,
because I basically
that's the
just
part of
came
reading
across it.
that the reason why your reading level is so poor because they can't read at all.
No,
Most
no,
of them.
no. They can read fine. I'm talking about the artwork. If you're
That's the
comparing
problem.
like the artwork of comics in the '70s, the artwork in the comics in like the early 2000s, like I mean, you got to understand that the artwork is way better in the early 2000s.
Well, there's only because of more
Well,
details.
yeah.
Some of the art in the '70s were outstanding. Depending
Yeah.
If you're okay, all
some of
right.
the
If
like
look, I'm not gonna say art's not art. There's art in it, of course. But if you're in this generation so used to seeing fight scenes and action scenes and all that, it's not going to compare with the fight scene that you see in a comic book
and,
in the '80s.
and
It's almost laughable.
see that's the reason why. What's one of the best action-packed comics of all time?
Punisher,
No, I meant comics, single issue.
Punisher Max is probably the
No.
what? What's better than that?
Death of Superman. Look it up.
Bam.
Well,
Look
speaking
up
of
Punisher
Oh,
Superman,
Max.
I
I'm
just
saying
found out
Punisher
some
Max.
time
I'm
ago.
talking about action being.
Bam. Look up
Right.
Punisher Max. Okay.
Well, look up the Superman.
I,
These
I
I,
I know. I've read. I know that comic.
what's
I
didn't I
don't
find
think
out
that
from you,
you.
Charles?
what's special?
Yeah.
I've read Punisher Max.
I think I
Now,
first
this is
found
the
out from
reason why
you.
I said action because of what?
Yeah, we're talking about action. There's nothing more action-packed comic-wise than Punisher Max comics.
Go look
Let's
at
see my
what's special about the death of Superman. That if you
Are you
read,
asking me?
if you read the book, what type of
But,
page?
you're trying to sell. You're trying to make that premise. So I'm asking. No, I'm asking you that.
Uh,
I'm making the argument that Punisher Max is special. So you need to make the argument that
each
something special about
each
the
page,
Superman one. I'm not going to make the argument for you.
each page was a one-page splash of action.
Okay.
When you're looking at that from a standpoint, instead of small little panels, 3 to 4 panels, what we're used to in American comics, we're looking at whole, which they rarely do. Because if you notice the lead up to the actual death of Superman, the big fight, they use 6 panels, 5 panels, the next book, 4 panels, three, two, until they get to the big one. That lets you know how much action. Yeah, Action Max is going to be something. But here's the crazy part. When it came to action, That's the most action-packed comic you'll see in a minute because now, what was the next action-packed comic you might have seen? Maybe
Kabuki from David Mack.
Hulk versus Century.
Okay, so you really only know DC and Marvel comics, it seems.
Oh, I could go to a lot of comic genres. Trust me, I could go to what? What's the one? Strode. Like
The
I could go
Hulk
to fucking
versus
Invincible. I met these people. I've
Damn,
been
there's way more action in
the Hulk
Spawn comics than
versus
there
the
is in that
Century.
Hulk one.
so.
That's not even
Let me put it to
close.
you this way about Spawn. It depends on which one.
Again, we're just speaking about action packed, correct? Action.
Action
Okay.
packed, and that is like when you look at it, and you're having so much into it. Can you make one splash panel in Spawn, which they rarely do, because Spawn is one of those comics you can be all over the place in Spawn.
Marvel and DC ain't all over the place, sir.
Depends on the comic.
Damn.
The
They
comic.
didn't reset and change their shit like over 20
Just like
times. They are all okay. Has anybody else on this panel seen the Punisher Max comics?
mm-hmm.
I
No,
haven't
I
seen the
have not.
Punisher Max.
I was never a huge
Of course
Punisher
not,
guy, but going back to
because you've not
Spawn,
seen the
Yeah,
Punisher
can y'all hear me?
Max.
Y'all can't
Do I
hear me.
love it?
Okay.
Yeah,
Sure.
we hear you.
I can hear you. I can hear you. I can hear
Who's
you.
I
talking?
can
Oh,
hear
he's
you.
gone.
Okay.
That was
yeah, he'll
Ray.
come back.
He'll be back.
Who's talking? Because somebody went down.
Can y'all hear me?
Now,
Yes, we hear
I
you.
hear you, AVM.
no,
We
I'm
hear
looking
you,
at something.
AVM.
I thought it was ABM or name. Are
No,
you talking?
yeah,
I
we're
can't hear
talking.
name. I
But
come back in.
oh, okay. I think Charles needs to step up. Yeah, Charles been having that. Still hasn't
No,
gotten that fixed.
I was gonna say Spawn. Spawn is more what's the word?
Describe. Describe.
the continue
It involves what?
Spawn stays on track more than DC and Marvel does.
Or remains
Very true.
consistent.
That's why you
Very
don't have to
consistent.
reset Spawn.
Uh huh.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why Marvel always has to do those, and DC, they always have to do these events to reset everything and shit because they get off track.
Yeah,
Spawn is never off track, honestly.
Spawn's only did like one or two reboots, and one because Spawn had a linear continuity compared to
Continuity. That's what I was looking for.
because as soon as you saw, I forget which book it was. As soon as you saw the two flashes when Steel Beam was about to crash on somebody, that's when you started the multiverse. We got the youngest in charge, everybody's favorite necromancer, Lost in the building. How you like that story, Lost? Now, when you look at Punisher Max, even though one of my favorite stories for the Punisher is Welcome Back, Frank, when they got to the root, back to the root of who he is, it's one of those things where you look at some indie comics and you're like, why did we make movies of this shit? It's nice that fuckers are giving Invincible some shine. Because if you would have explained Invincible in the comics years ago, people would have been like, who? And I'm glad it got a little shine and things of that nature.
Sorry to deviate. I have to ask for any of you guys who actually read the Invincible comics, how much are you hating the show right now?
Well, before you get into that, I was getting back to Superman. What I was trying to say was that I didn't know whether Charles or if it was somebody else that put me on to Superboy Prime. And basically, I don't know if it was Charles that said that he is the strongest Superman right now. And that's what I've been told, that he's the strongest Superman.
See, that's the problem with like the strongest this or the strongest that. Okay. I like to keep shit basic, right?
Yeah, I know what you said earlier. Yeah, I got you.
Keep shit basic because the basic shit is what I'm explaining it. Of course, everybody here read a comic 4, 5, 20, 3,000. I tell people who never read them, okay, Batman's stronger than most normal humans on Earth. He's probably up there with Olympic weightlifters, if not stronger, but he's not as strong as Spider Man. Spider Man is super strong, but he's not in the category of Rogue or Colossus. Rogue and Colossus are heavy hitters. They're not in the realm of the Hulk or Superman. Now that we got that limit, I keep, and this is what I tell kids. In an everyday world, people like Scarlet Witch is not doing no more mutants all day. That's just a one time thing. That's a one time thing. That's not a normal everyday thing. Matter
And
of
you
fact,
mentioned, yeah, go ahead.
matter of fact, they had to tone down Doctor Strange because he was so goddamn OP. The 70s Doctor Strange, Jesus Christ.
Why? Man, see that? I can't stand that shit.
Nobody, no Doctor Fate, nobody was fucking with them. You had to tone them down. That's why you had the New Earth in '86, like post crisis shit. You brought them back up eventually, but it was harder and harder to write stories where okay, somehow this motherfucker gonna have to struggle, and we don't know how.
You talking about the CW shows, the
No,
CW Crisis?
no, I'm talking about the original Crisis from '80s
Okay.
out to '86. So one, you had a convoluted continuity. Then two, you're you, Superman alone. It was hard to write for him, and a lot of people. Well, I mean, it's funny. Have you noticed that I got a character? You read my some of my stuff, Lost. I got a character who voiced reality, but look how you do it. It's how you write it. Because if I got to show you the new linear part, just because you may have a so-called on paper weaker power set does not mean you can't beat stronger people. It's how you use the power, not the power itself. Because guess what? How many people we seen in comics throughout the years get their asses handed to them by much weaker people? I mean, for God's sakes, Goku built 40 years of continuity off of that shit, right? Anybody want to come up? Here's and let me know what you're thinking about it, Loss. about the story, the upgrade as you call it. But
He should
here's
he should get his little ass up here while he's at it. I gotta scold him a little bit. I gotta scold him like the mean uncle I gotta be. I gotta be Uncle Bernie on him right now. How many times I tell you, Lost, no milk and cookies. Get your short ass back upstairs before you get fucked up around here. Don't be looking at me like I'm short. Seriously, seriously. I think there's if there's one thing I could say about geekdom and everything, because we're talking about
Yeah, because I
the
thought your
art of
boy was gonna
storytelling.
dive in more about it. He dipped off.
He'll be
yeah,
back. He'll be back. He'll be back. But here's what I want to mention, and this is important. Even though I'm on the outside looking in when I say this, folks. When it comes to the creativity, I don't think people are encouraged to be more creative. I mean, how many people learn to read literature, learn to read books from the past, and understand the art of storytelling? A comic book is only a comic book or an animated series or whatnot. They're only as good as the story you tell. And you got to really tell a story that people can relate to and compelling, not overcomplicate it. And don't try to retcon this shit after the fact. Be concise and consistent. There are, I forgot the name of the gentleman, but what's his name? What's his name? The guy who plays Superman, Henry Cavill. Henry Cavill is a big fan of the Witcher novels, and he plays the games. what drew him in apparently wasn't just the adventure, but the story that's told about who Gerard and all those witches were. Who doesn't want to be a character like that? And that is Steve, and the writer behind it. He bases off a lot of Eastern European folklore, so he knows how to write compelling stories. How many people know how to write a compelling story? We're encouraged as young children to write compelling stories. How many people encourage their children to read? How many people ever took a class in creative writing when they were in high school? Hmm?
I had to.
Those things weren't really promoted though to the community.
How many people were
I took
encouraged
creative
to?
writing in high school.
We had
Mm-hmm.
because we're the last generation to write a fucking term paper, apparently.
Yeah.
Shit, you can go. You can go take a creative writing class now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
20 fucking bucks at your local community college.
I could write a motherfucking essay and all that shit with no problem.
Here's the part. Can you write an essay? Can you write a resume? Can you get your ass and write a story? Write a compelling. I got so tired of looking at sucky shit. It made me. I got Chat GPT to help me format. I'm writing the stories. Just help me format it. That's it.
Me as an African, I understand the importance of the spoken word
Why?
because in some of our tradition, because in West Africa you have the griots, correct?
Why do I feel like I'm about to hear like some Black History music playing in the background when you said?
I wish it. I wish if I had a Quran, that would be great. That would be a great. That would be great. The what that would be a little too dramatic. Or if they had a flute, what we call a shambuko.
You
But
know, hit they cloth in the background and shit. The
mm,
drums.
Hey, notice this too, boy, as we dive into the geek verse. Man,
hmm
just to reflect, on the movies and the shows like from the 80s and the 90s that
hmm
exuded that glorious masculinity, I tell you. What we
hmm
can also say, to the account of this though, when it comes to that, even all the old black shows, or even all the black movies, that the music also helped capture you too, like the background music to it all,
Oh yeah,
especially like with
absolutely.
movies like uh Showdown in Little Tokyo with Brandon Lee and Dolph Lundgren.
All right.
Hey, Big Trouble in Little China, motherfuckers.
Oh, that shit. Oh,
Oh,
Kurt Russell.
Kurt Russell. That movie was over the top and ridiculous, and you can find that on HBO.
Yep. Yeah, I think I just might say, hey, just for the fun of it, I think I might show that on Rumble too.
I mean, here's a show I remember as a kid growing up. I shouldn't have been watching it. And it involved father and son. Does
Oh,
anybody
about
remember a
father and
show called?
son.
No, no. It involved both father and son, real life father and son.
Yeah.
Melvin and Mario Van Peebles on the show called Sunny Spoon. If anybody remembers that show,
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mario played a private detective.
Is that from
Who's
the
street
80s or the
smart and Cooper son.
70s?
That was from the '80s.
Oh yeah, I
Okay.
remember that. I remember that.
That ran from '80. That ran from '80 from February till December of '88. Only 2 seasons,
You know
about
what?
15 episodes.
You know what?
hmm
Remember the show Mantis?
Yes.
But we talked, and that was in the fucking 80s. But y'all want to
Was that
talk?
in the '90s?
I think it might have been early 90s or late 80s. Might be early 90s. But y'all talking about no representation of black men. You had a highly intelligent, the same guy who plays Isaiah Bradley. played Mantis.
His
So
character, was whatchamacall, was a paraplegic,
yeah,
and he used the suit to regain
to gain
to
his
regain which one?
mobility, and he was a superhero.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, it was one season, 22 episodes. I'm looking it up. I'm looking it up on Wikipedia. It ran from 94 till 97, so mid 90s.
Yeah. So you telling me we had shows that represented black sci-fi, black heroes,
Carl Lumbly.
all lovely. You're telling me, but this is the part. Hey, we might need you up here for this one, Loss, if you're not busy. This is the part about the geekdom that when you have these black shows with these black, what did I say about David Keith or Keith David? He's
Welcome to hell, motherfucker!
he's got a new show
Mm-hmm.
that he's the president in the Rick and Morty universe. What did I say last time? Everybody should watch that shit and
Oh, I
support.
better watch Rick and Morty. I gotta watch Rick and Morty.
Go watch the show, for
Mm-hmm.
the president show. It's a spinoff from Rick and Morty. Keep your black actors and voice actors employed.
Yes, yes. Say it again.
Hold on. Hold on. I want to switch gears a little bit, but
Say so. Say that again.
has that new Batman animated movie dropped yet?
Not yet.
Okay.
What was I was about to say? Batman Crusaders. No, it was Batman something else.
You talking about what's that shit? God damn it! What type of Batman?
I forget the title of it, but I got it in my Amazon cart.
Absolute Batman.
Absolute Batman. Yeah.
Yeah, that show.
They need to make a show of that absolute Batman now.
They say the comic book is the shit.
Yes,
My
yes, that's
son
what I'm
says the best
saying.
shit out right now. I haven't read any of it. I'm gonna get the Omnibus when it come out.
Because absolute Joker, absolute Scarecrow. Oh boy, his concept. I'm like, ain't no Scarecrow coming crazier than that.
No, he's a first bastard. he's got a kill count a mile long.
Hey Charles, you ain't lying about that one.
Ladies and gentlemen,
He had a mile long one. A mile. Man, I can never get AL's voice right. Damn it.
we got the youngest.
No matter how much I try, I can't get it right, man. I ain't trying to disrespect my Uncle AL. I just do that just as a show of my respect for him.
It's almost like a red southern.
What do you want, you big dummy?
I guess the show.
Wait. Law's here. Hang on a second.
Hey, what's up,
Come
Lon?
on.
What's
Come
up,
on.
y'all? What's good?
You better sit your ass down, you little dummy. Okay, I'll stop. Come on in.
Yeah,
Come on in, little brother.
AL sound like he got gravel in his voice. It's real rustic.
Like this be some shit. Like we've been.
Yeah, I'm a nigga, boy. You better get some Listerine, boy.
Like,
I need some. No, but that's years of what's it? Black and mild, cognac, and all them heavy, all that weed.
He got the voice of black and mild, cognac, weed, and divorce.
We'll need some cough medicine, boy. Shit, some ginger ale, nigga. Shit, something.
So one thing about
That frog out of his throat.
all I gotta say is Incredible Hulk's hurt.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Charles, Carl Lumbly show, Mantis. Mantis was an acronym for MINTIS, which means Mechanically Augmented Neurotransmitter Interception System.
Hey,
That's why I was. That was. Hey, don't say we weren't some brilliant, intelligent motherfuckers.
back then you had to be smart. So
Yeah.
X lost this. Number one, I'm glad you recovered,
Hmm.
son. And number two, what did you think about the story?
Oh, it was great. I was like, okay, cause like I remember when you sent me the story about him talking to a pretty much a cosmic being. He was questioning him like, you don't put yourself in the power category, and then that was kind of like, it's kind of like you gave like a little hint of like, oh, he's not done yet with his power base. So it kind
Hey,
of like gave.
turn your mic up, Lost, for me. Look, I want you a
Oh,
little bit louder.
I'm gonna turn him up a little bit. But keep going, Lost.
But yeah, I was like, okay, like that kind of gave that previous story gave us a hint of what was to come, and then now we get to see like, okay, this is like a catalyst to what is happening right now.
Like, okay, you can do it. And I think when he was by himself, it just showed him like, okay, okay, well,
He had to prove himself not only to the team but to him, and so yeah, it was like it was a good story. Like it's time to prove himself after all this time.
kind of hit home, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's kind of like what I'm. That's kind of what I'm doing right now. I'm on my own right now, trying to prove myself. That's why I kind of see what I'm doing in my life right now.
And
So
don't ask me why I included a ghost grandmother with an invincible frying pan. Don't ask me why I did that. I just thought it was funny. It would be something that your character would conjure up.
even the ancient one said, nice weapon."
And it was funny
Who
when
said? Wait. A grandmother with a frying pan.
it's an invincible frying pan.
Charles.
She's a spirit.
Charles.
Yes,
Charles.
yes, she's a spirit.
Yeah, she's a spirit, but I know where you got that character from.
Several characters.
One that comes to mind for me is the mammy from the old Tom and Jerry cartoons.
Ah, this one.
Yes,
Oh no.
Thomas. Thomas.
Okay.
Thomas, you better come out here right now.
It's funny because I think the one that made me laugh is like when he told him, okay, when he started cracking his knuckles, he was like, okay, what do you want to do? And he's like, and they start running. Smart decision. And he said, okay, let's see what you do with 10% of power. And he's like,
Mm,
I feel like I could crack a planet with this one finger. Yeah, let's not do that. And when he actually had to tell the team, and the team just stopped in their track, you taught the who? And I think that was like the mischievous part. Like he can actually conjure up that energy. Like, and he's like, it's not to impress girls. And he's like, oh, you heard about that? How? Oh, ancient spirits watching. Okay. Oh my goodness. Ah.
But like it kind of surprised me. Like dang, like the ancient one now he's under the wing of one of the most powerful beings.
And the Omni.
He's already part of the most one of the most powerful teams now. Now he's like got a connection with one of the most powerful beings in the whole universe.
Like they were like, whoa, 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 whoa. You spoke to who? And then my character was like, what did my ancestor do? They were like, oh. And everybody was like, oh God. Oh God, no. Oh, there's even funnier stories coming up. I thought that was a good action packed one. I was like, you're gonna enjoy this one. I said, now you all by your lonesome. And see, so what do you think about this? Here's a good stat, because you're in your 20s. What do you think about the state of geekdom?
I mean, shoot, it's a multi-pronged situation because you got all these feminized males running around. Like I'll be talking about, we talked about this previously. Like you got these dweebs that are like kind of these on this male feminist tip, and like I remember when Meg Thee Stallion came to the thing, and then people were pointing out about her shit. There was a couple of like content nerd creators that was like coming to her defense, like on some like protect the woman shit, and I was like, like So and then
brother
also
lost.
but
Bro,
also
finish, let him
that
finish.
woke shit also is like a strong because being that a lot of geeks and nerds are kind of like outsiders. They be it's on that whole like, oh, if you're an outsider, I'm an outsider too. It's like nah, bro. Like they on some other shit.
Yeah, like is that kind of relates to what we was talking about, man, with the whole like some of these geeks, you don't want to act like antisocial and shit, like and all super clicked up, with their little small group, you know. It's like if you like the same thing, they're like, hey, cool, but it doesn't go further than that. You know what I mean? They make it hard for any kind of like of a strong brotherly bond to be formed with this bitchy acting behavior.
Because you're supposed to go to conventions and find your people. That's what I did. I remember the first time I went to Blur, and I'm sitting there, and we're passing around like liquor. Everybody got a cup. Nobody spiked each other's shit. We like, okay, let me try that one. Let me try. I sat with a gay dude. I sat with a guy in the Navy. He was dressed up as what's the dude with the two blades from with the three wives on Demon Slayer.
Oh, I know you're talking about old boy with the dual blades
Yeah,
and
he was.
the gemstone headband.
Yeah,
Yeah, he
he
got his arm cut off, I think.
he was dressed up as him. You had a dude who did tattoos, and he was dressed up as Beetlejuice. And we were just, sitting down there, chilling, talking shit, and just, and nobody cared about your religion. Nobody cared about your sexuality. We just all fellowship.
Man, I miss that kind of
But
shit.
like
Man,
the
damn, man.
But
the all black dude.
but I'm about to pick somebody up with Uber. But I'm gonna say this before I'm still gonna be here.
Uh huh.
But it's just that the state of geekdom is like one of the big things is you got a lot of people that are not part of the tribe that are coming in and infiltrating it, and then they're doing like
Yep.
goofy shit. So like I remember one time, like don't get me wrong, it's weird to me because you have sometimes like guys will cosplay as like what's that little girl show that they have the wands and shit and they do transformation.
Uh,
Sailor Moon.
Yeah, Sailor Moon. You got guys that literally dress up as Sailor Moon in the dresses and everything, and it's still weird to me. And I'm part and I'm part of the geek anime and like cosplay community. But it's weird to me still. But I just leave those dudes alone and just do what they need to do. I remember there's a streamer that went to the DreamCon something like that, and then a black guy he was dressed up as one of the Sailor Moon characters, and he was just like talking shit to him the whole time. I was like, yo, bro, like I get it, it's weird because you're not part of this world, and a man in a dress, still weird to me, but at the same time, it's like it's a cosplay convention, so you kind of like,
yeah.
okay,
Sometimes I get it if it's a joke, but
Hmm.
some it could be a little like, okay, there's some new shit here.
yeah,
I mean, just
but like
cause.
he was just out. Like the thing is, like, and then like Twitter, like people went after him and shit because they're like, yo, bro, like you ain't even part of this. Like, why you talking shit? And he pretty much got pretty much
He,
Uh oh.
I think he got bored. He bored for a minute.
Yeah.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
that to be
You're
talking.
borging a little bit right now. You were borging for a little bit, fam. You said was he got ostracized? Is that what you're saying?
Now he got stumped out verbally because he's like, yo, you're not even part of the community. You just came to an event, just streaming because he was a streamer. He wasn't really into the anime. And he wasn't really anime and manga
Oh,
like he wasn't even part of the community. So you know, you talking shit about something you're not even a part of.
that's right. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough.
And that's
Oh,
part of
by the way, mhm,
that's
I
part
just
of the
gotta say something. Yeah, sorry, Charles. Go ahead.
that's part of the problem when you have shit like geekdom that's becoming, you know, mainstream
Mainstream.
and
Hmm.
people want to be a part of something and it's like you can't be rude in the motherfucker and then okay, I want to be able to talk shit to people, and I'm like, dude, what you talking shit for? It's like, look, who's the strongest character? That's my favorite character. That's like coming into football and you liking the last niggas who just won the Super Bowl. Like, nah,
Uh,
you gotta research your shit. And
Yeah. It's like when people like, it's like when people say like they give their opinion on something, and it's like, yo, like, okay, I'll list you something like in geekdom, and you have no, and this is like general knowledge, and you have no idea about it. It was like, yo, bro, okay, you a newbie,
yeah, you're
like,
opposed.
mhm.
yeah, like you just got here, like you really should have you really should have an opinion on anything right now,
You should go.
unless you, unless you go down, you do the work. That's the thing, like you got to do the work.
You gotta go down the
Mhm.
right.
Yeah.
And
Hey,
I
yo, I'm
think,
about to. I gotta pick up somebody real quick. I'll be in the class.
All right, drive safely.
uh,
Mm.
and
By
you
the
got
way,
go ahead.
before we continue, I gotta be a bit of a stickler for certain terms. But like what Ray was saying, antisocial, I have to say no, that is not the correct term because there are certain people who are you might be called socially awkward or misanthropic. That term antisocial has been misused because if you're saying somebody's antisocial, it actually means you're insinuating that person could be a psychopath.
No,
Unfortunately, those terms get misused a lot.
you
So the
gotta
word is misanthrope.
if you
Call them social misfits.
That too.
if you've been to some of these comps, some of these motherfuckers are. And
Hmm.
the craziness about it is that you can enjoy different aspects because comics, like movies, have different genres within it.
Right.
People may like the romantic stuff because the romantic stuff dates back to the like the 50s because they have romantic comics for girls. They have that's why you have a lot of some of your manga, which are the books, have romanticism in it. Some of them.
Hmm.
You have the more action packed stuff like battle manga, which is like, of course, Gateway, Dragon Ball Z, Baki, Fist of the North Star, shit like that, where it's gonna be scuffing and MacGuffin. You're gonna put these up, and we're gonna put these bitches up, and we're gonna settle them. That's battle manga. Um, of course, you got
I don't know. Go ahead.
the Mecha, which is like Robotech, Voltron,
Hmm.
Big O, Gundam, all 56 versions of it, different each Gundam. And by the way, it took me a while to figure this out. Each Gundam show is its own different universe or timeline.
Mm.
So yeah, it's that bad. And which it makes it interesting. So they don't have to fill in the spots. I guess it gives it interesting. I mean, right now, I'm on Retro Crush. So shit, I've been watching a lot of fucking Astro Boy. And you don't realize it because I guess some of the Astro Boy series was like 80, 81, 82. At least
Hmm.
the ones we saw. Boy, you don't realize how much prejudice Astro Boy had to deal with. So you watch the show and you like, God damn. Niggas prejudice against robots? God damn. Human beings do one damn thing great is hate on another nigga. Eh.
Everybody fears what they don't understand. Everybody hates what they can't understand. Fear what they can't conquer.
Mm-hmm. It's
That's
like,
the theory of man.
I was
I
like,
mean, mm,
oh, damn. Like, I
mm,
was like, even though I love Astro Boy because he's literally innocent as a child, but he's super powered. And when you actually see that guy, you're just looking at him and you're like, wow, this kid goes through the shits. And I have this one picture of Astro Boy where he's
mhm.
damn, but he's whoever he's fighting, he giving it back worse. He giving them hands. And I think that a lot of times we don't we don't take the nuances of some of these characters because everybody wants to know who's the most powerful, which is that power scaling bullshit, which ruins books. Look, Batman is a street level character, and so is Spider Man, and they have some of the best storytelling ever. Do you really
Mhm.
need to talk about that shit of power scaling all the time? The answer is no.
I mean, no, yeah, and you're right too, because like, and I see it too. I see what you mean because man, and it's kind of it can kind of get redundant too and a little annoying sometimes when you got people who just want to just deal with the power scaling shit. You know what I mean? Because uh, one of my brothers is like that, and if it don't hurry up and get to the action, and skip all the important nuances, you know, that's what he likes. He don't care about none of that other shit. That makes the story. And I'm like, yeah, man, I can't really do much with you, man. Because it's we can't share the same about this particular franchise.
Yeah, and I mean, it's like I love Astro Boy, and people be like, "Why do you like him?" Because he reminds me of that innocence that kids should have. Think about it. He doesn't want to be a grown up. He wants to be a normal kid. He doesn't look at he thinks that he's basically the bridge between prejudice versus, you know, damage. And if you don't like a hero that fights prejudice, then what the fuck's wrong with you?
Damn right on that one.
Like I tell people, he fights prejudice. Like literally, if you look at his show, he fights prejudice. And what and if you really talk about geekdom, every geek felt ostracized at some point. Think of a kid who's not a biological child, but is treated differently because he was made created that way. And all he wants to do is just get along with you. That's Astro Boy. And when you look at the stories, you're like, yo, this motherfucker cool as shit. Like people, he was made captain of a ship, and the lieutenant who was under him in one episode literally said, "Abandon this motherfucker" when he went to go save a satellite. This is the part. Tell me the stories of your hero. I don't take away the powers of your hero. What's the fundamental thing? What's the fundamental core of your hero? And not one person can tell me about the stories now. You got a lot of kids out there who read shit because what? Oh, this character's the strongest, and this no. Why do you like him? Because he's strong. No. Would Superman still stand in front of people if his powers were missing and put the suit on just to protect people?
I gravitate
No.
to my characters because, man, of their rough upbringing and the trials they go through and that perseverance. What I mean, that just calls me, just want to do just 100 push-ups real quick. I
Now,
love it.
why would you say no? Superman wouldn't do it when
Uh,
No, no, he would do it. Sorry, he would do it. It's just that I think people forget it's not more. It's more than just powers. It's his courage, his discipline, and his belief in doing the right thing. That's what people fail to realize because everything is surface level nowadays.
it's his
There's no
character.
depth.
There's
That's
no
his character.
like you
My,
said, no depth in character, and that's
mhm.
part of the reason why geekdom kind of sucks right now. Is
Yeah.
because there's depth to the people listening to it,
These
and
characters don't relate to us like they used to. I mean, take me for example. One of my favorite. I remember watching Police Academy. I was drawn to two particular characters: Larvell Jones and Eugene Tackleberry. Larvell Jones because of his he was just outrageous as a character, but he could still hold his own. This is a guy who did sound effects. That's the great Michael Winslow. but his character was also had a background in martial arts, and it
Mhm.
was just the fact that he was doing all the outlandish shit that threw you off. You didn't realize this guy was legit like that. Just like just like when I said about like when the A Team, my favorite character was Murdoch. Yeah, he's insane, but that's all you see. You don't realize this guy may be insane, but this guy has a lot more talent, more gift than people think. This guy is a flyboy, a talented pilot, a competent pilot, and he's got his own technical know-hows. And he's able to do certain things that some of the members of the A-teams can't do or what are not willing to do.
Mhm.
He just has that courage. He has just that crazed courage and that belief in himself because he knows he can do certain things that you can't do. And when he conducts himself, you don't know what to make of him because he's just like, because you're thrown off by everything he does. That's why, like when it comes to basketball, when everybody said, when it came to the 96 Bulls, when the 96 and 98 Bulls, everybody wanted to be Jordan, nobody wanted to be Pippen. Me, I gravitated towards to Rodman because I saw more than just the hair and everything. I understood what he was about, and you saw the brilliance of him on the defensive end. And he said, "Look, Jordan and Pippen, everybody were scoring, but somebody had to take care of the dirty work, and I had no problem doing it. I'm that defensive linchpin, just like your man Ray Lewis commanded the defense for the Ravens.
Somebody got to do it.
Hey, you see how everything's interconnected, and it shows how we are all multifaceted, folks.
Somebody had to do it. I mean, it's like that's up. If you want to look at a good story,
Uh-huh.
and I tell people this, if you really want to look at a good story, go look at the 1980. It's on Retro Crush. If you want to see it, go look at the 1980 Astro Boy.
Hmm.
Not about how much power he has. The story is really how much humanity does he have.
It's like Pinocchio. He just wants to be a boy for real.
And when you're talking about, well, this person can warp reality, I got a character that can warp reality, but guess what he's careful about? Warping reality. That power doesn't need to be used every day. And then, guess what? There's always consequences about warping reality.
Hmm.
No matter how much. See, this is the concept of power. Power is not supposed to be something that's nilly willy. There's always a consequence behind it.
Yeah.
People don't get that. And this is the reason why so many people don't respect power. And a lot of times you look at people and say, "Hey," and we're like, "Hey, this looks like a good concept." No, 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 no. Look at what your children are reading today, if they read it at all. Why don't you put your kids onto this shit? Then let's see what they're about. Oh well, this is too violent for my kids. You literally let your kids watch The Wire and Power. You don't give a shit.
Hmm.
Most of you don't even know what your kids are watching. You just want them to be out your fucking hair. It's bullshit. It's bullshit. And the fucked up part about it is that comic books also did something that gave you a moral compass. Like my man was up here when he talked about the Punisher. Yeah, the Punisher's action packed, but he missed what I was saying. There's a reason why it was a splash page every page because you really don't do splash pages every page. Why? Because you're supposed to convey motion. That was supposed to be okay, this is such a big fight. And unfortunately, when people when people see the big thing, it's like, yeah, excuse me, I could do, you know, things with a certain character, but what makes that character tick? Just like we needed a Punisher, one last kill for him to come to fully into the MCU. Why? Because now you see why he's doing it.
Yeah, because he's in Spider Man. I haven't finished it yet.
Now you see why he's doing it. Now you see why. This is the thing about Spider Man. I appreciate this Spider Man movie more because he's more man than boy.
Hmm.
You can't come out and speak like a boy.
But in so far, I have not in the first 10, 15 minutes of it where I paused. Shit, I haven't seen him be on some whiny shit. You know that I can't do that whiny,
No,
that grown man child whiny shit. I can't do it.
this is the most adult. You know, this is the most adult version of this current iteration of Spider Man we've seen. So
Very
it's
mature.
you gotta mature. You gotta take the consequences of his actions from the last movies.
Thank you, Uncle Ben.
I got to finish that and watch He Man.
It's like, you know, a lot of people a lot of people always want us to be, and I'm tired of so many movies where, how can I say it,
Say it.
the male the male influence of the protagonist always got to die early.
What you mean, like on some Game of Thrones shit?
In other words, it's always the father figure who dies
Hmm.
in order for him to have growth. The father figure got to go, and it's like, why can't the father figure actually see his child progress? But we don't like to do that because, in our culture, fathers don't mean a damn. Mm,
Fathers mean
fathers
everything.
don't mean much in our culture anymore.
So let me go back to that. So you said like then why the fathers or the male characters, the
So when you
fathers
have
always
fathers
die
that don't
early.
mean much, what does that mean? Oh, you get rid of
Is
father
that
doesn't mean shit.
I can't,
Mm.
yeah, I can't stand that shit. I noticed that shit too, man. These shows and movies. I'm like, well, why y'all doing that shit? Like, y'all clearly showing y'all hatred for me.
Yes, Charles will be back. Hang on. I don't know where ABM is right now. I think he's working.
Yeah, what happened?
Maybe, no, Charles has been dealing with technical difficulties. It's just usual this technical shit that he deals with whenever time he has a stream. Shit happens.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed that shit too, Charles. It's funny you mentioned that, man. I'm like, come on, man. Like, like I couldn't let the father live, man. Like, especially too in movies like The Quiet Place.
Yeah,
Mm.
The father died in the first one. I think he died in the first one. Yeah.
Damn. Damn.
you can't
You
even.
have to go through that.
I mean, it's funny because it's like, it's funny because when you look at some of these shows,
Hmm.
fathers fathers are very important. Even when we're talking about Astro Boy, he had to listen to the professor. He had to listen to his teachers and his that were artificially created.
Hmm.
And once again, he had to become more human-like. He had emotions, believe it or not,
They were in his programming.
and when you look at human beings, it's in our programming.
That's in the white matter of our brains. That's where all sensory and emotional information is processed.
Yep. Hey, you talked about you brought up real quick the Hulk versus Century. And I don't think that's even close according to what I heard about the Century. He's like super like way overpowered.
Well, it depends. Like I tell people all the time, that's the secret of comic book writing.
Mhm.
In the right context, certain characters can stand up to certain characters.
Mhm.
So, I'll give you a question. What's a necromancer?
One who basically summons the dead and manipulates the dead.
One of my characters on the team is a necromancer.
Ooh.
On paper, he may not be the most powerful person, but what happens if he has the ability to summon spirits to lend their power to him? There's no limit to how many powers he can hold from a spirit. On what spirit can he become one of the most powerful on the team? Possibly. It's
Mm.
the
Sounds
lead.
like Shang Tsung.
So, if you have another character, he can the elements. I have another character on the team. His brother, he can actually control his body or density, depending on how you write a person. Depends on how you write your character. Depends on the right circumstances. They could be a threat to anybody.
Yeah, that's true.
If you got a necromancer, he could summon a fucking immortal army of the dead forever just to fight. And I mean, look who he got. He can get giants from lore. He can get aliens. He can get anything. Like, I got one character, he's the god of strength and war. Do you really want to fuck with him?
Aries.
So,
Let me ask you something. Let me ask you something. I like, we were all growing up. Just,
well, I might be grown up Monday. Hello?
Yeah, I'm here. Listen,
Uh,
yeah.
the neighbor was saying something. But I'm I'm sort of grown up. Sort of.
Shit, me boy, I'm a shit. I'm geeked out to the end.
Yeah, it's kind of hard for me to stop now. Like, oh, one day you're going to have to stop. Not today.
Look, ain't you 60-year-old Charles? What you doing playing Call of Duty?
I'm be playing it when I'm 72. So
I'm gonna
shit.
play the game as long as my fingers work.
Mm-hmm. And if I got to blow into a goddamn whistle to get me some kills, I'll do it too. Okay.
Yeah, damn right. Hey, and yep. Now I'm up here personally. I can salute to you. Much props to you for your gameplay, man. You've been giving some good gameplay. Check out Brother Charles' gameplay, man. When he playing these games, he be
Appreciate,
playing a Street Fighter and Call of Duty.
appreciate it. Can't wait to get the
Mhm.
new Madness.
All right.
I think it's funny because I was so happy when I put that. I was like, okay, my record was 70 something, like 76. When I was
Right.
when Shorty was over, I was like, shit, you might be my good luck charm. She's like, well, I'm about to break the record. I was up to like 80, 87. I was like, fuck it.
Damn.
Played the game. I would have broke my record again, which is 102.
Uh-huh.
102 kills.
What? Oh. That's interesting.
I was like, God damn, I was dropping shit on them like birds. Like, like
She got that voodoo punane. It's a good luck charm,
maybe just the
huh?
maybe just the oh yeah, by the way, I gotta watch that movie Pluto. Hmm.
Pluto.
Pluto. Yeah, it's
Pluto.
like it's basically like the 2023 version of Astro Boy.
Oh, okay. Okay. We're checking out. Anyway, here's my question to ask anybody. Because like y'all remember like when we were all coming up, Upper Decker and Tops, they had trading cards for every sports league.
Hmm.
Didn't one of them have like trading cards also for comic book characters?
Yes.
Who was it? Which one was it? Was it Tops or Upper Decker?
It was,
Both?
it was I think it was I forget because you could Google 90s Marvel card because it's great.
Hold on, let me look it up. I'll look this up on my tablet while talking to y'all on my phone.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get to the point where I cover 2 movies in one day.
Hmm.
Have y'all finished X-Men 97?
Not yet,
No, I haven't watched the last episode yet, man.
not yet, but that shit was rocking.
Yeah.
I'll tell you one from one scene I seen, Nightcrawler put hands on everybody. God damn.
Yeah, man. I was like, oh wee. And that's because he was taken over by Apocalypse power, by the
Yeah,
damn it, what's his name of that fucking power? The Omni power thing.
yeah. I'm telling you. That shows you that Nightcrawler, if he wanted to go off the fucking hinges, he fucking you up.
And where he got old boy, what's his name? Exodus. How he
Mm.
did? Oh man, that was something else.
I
But
was like, when he got him up in the air, he said my hands are rated E for everybody. He said everybody can get it.
I'm like, what's wrong with
No.
fucking Sabretooth's son, his stubborn ass? But then again, I get it too, because he was pissed at the music because of his dad Sabretooth and Mystique, his mother for what she did to him and shit.
Man, it's nothing
I
like
mean,
his
not Mystique, not Mystique, but yeah, but
mistake, his mother.
Mystique is Sabretooth's mother too.
No, Mystique,
No.
Sabretooth and Mystique are his parents.
Okay, but so they're half him, Nightcrawler
They're
and
half.
yeah, and him, they're half brothers. Okay.
Yeah, because he's human, which is funny. I guess the X gene must have canceled out then, and I'm like, at what point did Sabretooth and his psychotic ass and her psychotic ass get along? But crazy plus crazy equals more crazy, I guess. Uh,
A match made in hell.
must have been good sex then.
Hey, hey,
Shit.
the crazy ones always got the best cooch.
And then his foster sister is Rogue. So yeah, this 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 uh this rabbit hole goes deep.
Yeah, I'm
You
looking
talk
them
about
up. I
story
seen like
writing.
But go ahead.
go ahead.
You talk about story writing. Um,
Yeah, we did.
I really hope that they do some sort of tie into what's that story? What is called? That storyline, that X-Men storyline. Um, the Messiah complex.
Oh, the Messiah complex was
One of my favorite X-Men stories.
that's one of the best stories outside of Claremont. That's one of the best stories outside of Chris Claremont. Boy, when they had to look up you talk about when they were looking for Hope Summers as a
Yeah,
baby,
yeah.
boy, and they and Wolverine had to put together his own little kill team. Oh, like we gonna have to find this bitch and we gonna have to kill some people on the way. Oh man.
Yeah, man, there's just so much shit to watch that I'm behind on. Uh, hell,
And the
could
answer to
get.
I
Go
am
ahead.
not mad about Invincible. I'm loving every second of it. And because guess what? You cannot have it. I'm loving every second of it because one, if Invincible's doing well, that's even better for the genre. Number two, it gives people hope who are new creators that you never know where your shit could be in a few years or 20 years. And it's one of those things where I think that a lot of people don't understand that we're in a golden, we're coming to another age where if we use it wisely, we can actually see a guy like, Eric July or somebody from the Milestone universe get their creation in movies or a number one hit show, animated or live action.
That'd be great. That'd be so awesome.
So when I look at those and I say, hey, I think streaming channels, which has a lot more power than television right now, utilize it because you look at a lot of these shows. They wouldn't have gotten any screen time on regular TV. We got to take advantage of this because I think we got a lot of creative people in the manosphere. Why don't we make our own books? It doesn't have to be like, oh, we gotta hate the gynocracy. No, tell the stories we want to hear. Maybe sometimes we love to hear the chick getting rescued. A lot of women want to hear that shit. They don't want to see this "I am woman, hear me" roar all the time. They want to live inside the fantasy world of escapism too. I want to be a damsel in distress. And when we take that away from people,
Hmm.
you leave a lot of people unfulfilled.
Can someone please save me? Oh,
I,
help!
I
Help!
smokes to that one. I'll smoke to that one. Firing up in one, two, three.
Yo, let me get a hit. Let me get a hit. Puff, puff, pass. You know what I'm saying?
I
Scared,
sure
scared,
would
scared.
too.
Actually, I'll roll
Shit.
my own joint. I'm good. I'll roll my own. I'll roll my own.
Mm.
For the roll my own. Yeah.
Great. Go ahead, Charles.
I'm just reading up on some of the stupid shit that the department is doing.
Oh, your
What's going on
department.
with the department?
Charles is not
Yeah,
scared to call out the bullshit in his department. Oh shit.
No,
Oh shit.
he ain't down with the blue wall of sounds. You know that shit is bullshit from the get go.
only
Yeah.
certain parts of the blue wall of silence I get. You shut the fuck up till you get all the facts.
Mhm.
Yeah,
You get all the facts.
that's
You,
just
I'm
he's about the importance of law enforcement having a good relationship with the society. He understands the importance of proper policing, good rapport with the communities, and making sure that corruption is cleaned out. You can't have
Oh,
that. You can't have a function.
that remind me, Namer,
Hmm. Hmm.
bro, bro. Okay.
Yeah.
You know Eddie Griffin, right? His podcast.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
He just
Yeah.
posted a video, and in one of the clips he shared a clip
Uh-huh.
where I think it was like within like the courthouse, and there was like some deputies, some white deputies, was trying to like be on some like abusing their authority kind of shit, trying to like snatch up this black kid, and his family was
Right.
there, telling him, no, stop, stop, get off of him, and then a black
Oh, the
deputy,
bailiffs.
a black deputy showed up and was like, hey, and put a stop to all that shit. So I'm like,
Great.
man, that's what we need more of, because like if he wasn't there, man, they could have done whatever to that boy,
Abuse
man.
of power. Abuse of power right there. You know what? Here's something that's really interesting. That's really needs to be said. Theodore Roosevelt, when he was superintendent for law enforcement in the state of New York, or is it New York City?
He was police
He
commissioner.
made it, yeah, police commissioner for New York City. Thank you. He made it a point that law enforcement in any community should be of their ilk. Small hat Jewish cops should be patrolling Jewish neighborhoods. Irish cops in Irish neighborhoods. Eastern European cops in Eastern European neighborhoods, because they're of their community. They're of the community, and they know the community better than anybody else, and they can keep things down, keep things in line over there. That's how you develop good rapport between law enforcement and those respective communities, because the officers in question are of the communities, and they're held accountable. They can, and you can have people not be afraid to talk to the police officer and say, "We got a problem here. Can you please help us?" Oh, sure. Let's see what's going on. And they don't have to be heavy-handed. They can sit down with everybody and say, "Hey, cut it out.
And this
You
is in
see
the
some
time
kids
you're
doing something,
saying
just
of,
try."
and this is the
This
time you're
is
saying of Theodore Roosevelt's time frame.
this is Theodore Roosevelt's time frame. You know what he did? Here's something he did that was very interesting. There was a Christian preacher who was saying some anti-Semitic stuff. Right? He was about anti-Semitism. And as commissioner, they said, "Why don't you do something about this man?" And Mr. Commissioner, and Teddy Roosevelt said, "I'm not going to take away this man's freedom of speech. He has every right to express his views as he wish." But this is what he did. This man asked to have a rally at a certain place, and he was spouting about anti-Semitism. As police commissioner, he assigned every Jewish cop to man and keep law and order during that rally. And the press were there, and they realized that the officers there were Jewish, and they asked this preacher who was holding that rally, "Sir, do you realize all the officers here are small hat, and they're here defending your right to your right to freedom of expression? What do you say to these people?" That made headline news, and that destroyed that preacher's credibility. And those
Yeah.
cops were the unsung heroes because they upheld the law. They set an example to follow. They followed the example of their commissioner.
But hot damn shit. Hey, I'm believing there's some good ones though. But hot damn
Yeah.
it, man. And speaking of commissioners, what the fuck, man? Wow. That police commissioner, I forgot the hell where. But I'm like, damn. Went on a drive by with her son to help her son committed a damn crime, a murder.
Where was this in?
I forgot where, but
I think it was like New York or something.
Let me look this up. Hopefully, this was. Please tell me this was in upstate New York, because this can't be NYC. Assisted their kid in committing a drive-by. Are you willing to lose? You realize how dumb that is?
she had a hoodie covering up her head and shit while she had her head tucked in shame. Like when they had the cuffs on them and shit, I'm about to take them in.
Mm-hmm.
You're a fucking police commissioner.
Fucking, I believe ABM should know about that story too. Shit.
New York police bigwig accused of drive-by getaway car for her son. This is from the New York Post. This came out earlier this week. Okay, this is last week.
Boy, black women taking some L's, man.
Mount Vernon, I think this is, yeah.
Black women are taking some L's, man. You get to
Law enforcement today. Okay, let me look this up.
that high position of a goddamn.
That that's some shit. But
Like, I'm sorry. Like, what the?
Oh, Westchester County police official allegedly active husband and her gangbanging son's getaway driver at Bronx. Oh, this was in the Bronx. Jennifer Lacker was canned
okay,
for her post. Yeah, as the deputy police commissioner with the Mount Vernon Police Department.
I mean, she was the number two in charge.
Hmm.
My God.
Her immediate termination was directly tied to her criminal charges in aiding her 20-year-old son and slutty gang member in a bizarre family affair that also landed her son's girlfriend in cuffs, sources said. Jennifer Packard.
It'll be the
There's a
dumbest.
mugshot of her son. Her son's name is Chase. He's like kind of smiling. What the hell is wrong with you? He's 20-year-old. Texted his mom directing her in front of the Hall of Justice as soon as he left. What the hell?
I want you to realize this.
no mention of the father.
The father was involved here. James Lacroix was in the driver's seat when Chase Lacroix rolled down a window and discharged the semi-automatic firearm multiple times onto the public street towards other unarmed individuals, the document alleges.
No,
His
no, brother
parents were
name.
both involved.
No, brother name. I was talking about like there was like no mentioning of the father.
Oh, well, it
Okay,
does
I'm
mention the
back.
father here.
Okay, I'm back, y'all.
The son's name is Chase. The father's name is James.
Hey, brother Lost is back.
Yeah, yeah. Hey, what up, baby boy?
I'm just like, you threw away your goddamn career.
Now, first of all, Charles, they let their son get involved in thuggery. What kind of parents allows they're upper class most likely, and their son is in some ratchet shit.
If you're a deputy commissioner, depending on the area of a major city,
Westchester County, yeah,
probably
in
making
Mount Vernon.
you're
Mm-hmm.
probably making anywhere from 250 to 300,000 out here or more.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, throw your take in there, ABM if you can. Shit. Hey, yeah, 'cause I'd definitely like to hear his view about that shit.
You, you, you gotta be the dumbest motherfucker that ever smoked moon rocks.
No.
It's out and they
You know how much this woman was making? It says here, New York Post says here, the Mount Vernon police fired Jennifer Lackard from her $138,219 a year gig after news of her arrest broke.
that
The PD
include
also wiped her profile from its website, which listed her as boss of the wellness unit
well.
from Mount Vernon Police Department, Westchester County, New
Do
York.
you know how? Let's say that's her first department, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know that
New
she's a
York. Mm-hmm.
chief of police, a police commissioner for other places?
Mm-hmm.
Wait a minute, repeat that, Charles. You said what? She was something about police commissioner for other places.
She could have went to other departments and became police chief or second in command for theirs, and she could have got her pension and worked for another one after she retired and got more money. She could have done this two or three more times and totally retired. And your retirement package is like $500,000 a year, not including your pension. I
Yeah.
mean,
Well, now look at them.
I mean,
Uh,
okay. Okay, brother Charles. Let's give her a second chance. Okay, she's not gonna get police commissioner. Let's give her a second chance out here in society. So, what kind of position can she take? Like, can she be working on police department as at the and inside the office?
nigga, no, she's a felon.
she's not been convicted. She and her husband and their son.
charge, but
They're
it's
facing attempted murder, conspiracy, and reckless endangerment charges right now in the Bronx borough.
So this is a
it
whole
ain't.
family of failure.
Is
Yeah,
this the
Pretty
one? Is
much.
this the one who took the boy on a drive-by or something?
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah,
yes.
but ABM. That's what I was saying. Like, I was want to get your take on that.
Dude, listen. Lately, I try to cleanse my brain of shit like that.
Hey, I don't blame you, bro.
So
I
I
don't
haven't
blame
looked into
you.
the story. I just saw the headline like all y'all did. I never even bothered to look into it.
Right, I didn't either. I didn't either. I was
Yeah,
like, damn it, you
man.
know.
What can you say at this point, bro? I mean, whatever.
this is the
I've literally tried to stay clear of a lot of this shit. Like the boy that came up missing, he drowned or something,
Hmm.
hanging out with his white friends and shit. I'm avoiding stories like that. I'm just avoiding it because I don't need the stress.
Good point. Good move. Good move. You don't need this bullshit.
Yeah, because I
Just like
can't
BJ's.
align.
Just like BJ's. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I can't align with. I can't align with nobody yet. You know, within the black market, or not black market, but yeah, in that kind of area. You know, in those dark private spaces. You know, to form any kind of like militia. So therefore, you know,
Hmm.
to help put some kind of a fight or a stop against a lot of this crazy shit. So therefore, yeah, you're right. So it would be best to detox, cleanse yourself. You know what I mean? For a while from hearing such stories and shit.
Can we burn some sage up in here? Because we all need cleansing.
I mean, goddamn, some of these motherfuckers need a colon cleansing. That's
Boy,
how it's done. I mean, you fuck around.
Ain't nothing cool. Ain't nothing pleasant about that shit, man. I've been dealing with that for quite some time. Let's not go there.
You gotta fuck around and be an idiot. Say, hey ma, yeah, I know you're the second in command of the dish of the department, right? Could you take me on a drive by? Sure, son. You want me to? You need a gun? I could get one from the I could get one from evidence control.
go ahead,
You know what
Charles.
the he's part of what crew he's part of. That 20 it's with the 20-year-olds. He's part of a crew. They're called the Slutty Gang. Who names themselves a Slutty Gang?
No, that's
Unless
sassy.
they call a bunch of sassy and they are total bottoms, man.
I mean, they're like, hey, all you straight males got gangs, so shit. So it's legibates. We gonna have our gangs too.
Like,
He's a
yeah,
sassy bottom. He's a sassy power bottom, obviously.
sassy powerbomb. Good God, that
You
sounds like
you you with the hit you with the hit 'em from the back crew, huh? Oh you
Oh no. Oh no. Ray. That's the rival gang. That's the rival gang who they be banging on. Quite
uh,
literally.
I guess they be there, man. Shit.
you repping the colors of the taken from the ass gang, huh?
I guess what's their gang signal? We queef.
Probably
Oh,
street champion
niggas got
swag.
you motherfuckers got Wu Tang. We gonna have we queef.
Oh god.
We queef.
Oh god. Like
We the
somebody.
balls deep. We the balls deep boys.
Oh no.
That's how deep they are. They balls deep up in the shit.
You got to do it like deep throat.
Ah!
I feel like
Oh no!
Man, like,
Oh
dude,
no!
like, man, we gotta laugh at the crazy ass motherfuckers, man, like that boy, man. That motherfucker need to be slapped. I'm like, where the dad at, man, to slap both of them? Shit. Hell.
The dad was with them in the drive-by. He was the one driving the goddamn car.
Are you serious? Hell
All three,
no.
all three of them, mother, father, and son,
Oh,
are facing charges in the Bronx
Lord
for.
Jesus.
They're all being charged with a slew of charges right now. I think they're being arraigned separate.
Hey Charles.
They were arraigned separately. Go ahead.
Hey, I bet money that the dad is a former convict, and the mom picked him out of jail.
I put money on your books because he had so many damn good looks. I put
See,
Well, let's
money.
see. Well,
Put,
let's see. She's 49. The boy is she's 49. The boy is 20. Daddy obviously has got to be at least 50. So yeah, pretty much.
mm-hmm.
She might have been the CO at the prison he was in.
Ah, you
She
could take
might have been a CO where he was incarcerated. You never know.
take the chick out the prison.
Can't
Man,
take the prison out the chick.
mm-mm. It's like it's like looking at a tiger just catch a goddamn buffalo like a deer,
Uh huh.
and you know the deer see the orange and they're colorblind, so they can't see the orange.
Yeah.
It's like you got this big ass ox, like oh good, I'm gonna drag you, I'm gonna drag your kinfolk up this tree. Like god damn,
That's a leopard, not a tiger. Tigers don't do that.
oh god damn man. I mean, what the fuck did y'all think? What the fuck think it was gonna happen?
Well, the bond was set at 75,000,
No,
and
no, the bar set in hell. That's where it is.
the bond, the bail
That's
bond.
what I said. Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, that shit
She
should be
held that
higher.
position in 20. She's been in her current job since 2020 during the height of the George Floyd riots. That's when she was appointed deputy commissioner for Mount Vernon.
Mm.
Shit. You see a picture of this woman, you exactly realize what type of dumbass she is. She don't look too bright.
You know what?
Hmm.
I'm a hated black woman successful. Mm.
Really?
Hmm.
I mean, like I'll tell you this though, just over the past 5 years have proven okay, like just in depth truths of black women and white folks and shit like that, how they've been operating, whatever, and these all these deranged motherfuckers. It proves to me, it just shows and made it solid to where now nobody can boast or throw their nose up in the air at you because like as if they're better than you because of whatever position that they hold. It went because it's
Hmm.
just over these past 5 years, as we can account for, through the countless thousands of hours of content. Yeah, that that a lot of these motherfuckers, are crazy as hell, no matter what position they are, and they are in high positions.
I mean, it- it's like a chick with big titties, but she fat. It doesn't count.
Yeah.
Like a skinny nigga with
Her
ass.
gut, her gut is bigger than her tits for that matter. Her gut is bigger than her ass.
She likes that big old funky gut. She likes that gut in her stuff. Big old
Charles
gut.
gonna be dropping a country. Charles gonna be dropping a country album sometime next week, folks. Y'all just wait.
Hey, boy, One Piece man is getting heated right now, bro. Like, man, because it's in the arc that everybody been waiting for, the Elbaf arc, where they in
Hmm.
the land of the giants, basically.
Right.
So the story is becoming like very intriguing and shit.
Oh boy, Luffy got to fight the BBWs.
Yeah. Hey, bro. Guess what? The ultra simp on there, our boy Sanji, the cook. Yeah, you know, he's super geek. I'm like seeing big giant coochies. Oh yes, boy. His nose bleeding and all that shit. He's so excited.
Oh my god, the BBWs. Grr, the BBWs. Grr. What's wrong, Charles? You need to get you a BBW. Only as a flotation device, good sir. Only as a flotation device. Arr.
Mhm.
It's funny how so many chicks in their 50s try to hit on me, and I'm like, arg. I said I want somebody. She got the body of Maid Marian, but the face of the Black Knight. Arr. Ooh,
Damn.
ooh, good God. Arr. Like,
What if what if 2 or 3 50-year-old women just
no,
gang up on you and just try to take it? They just try to take your D.
one, you can hit him a mile away with the arthritis.
Oh, three stout studs. Yeah.
Ray,
Oh,
Ray,
and they
Ray.
try to snatch Charles up and be like, Charles, you gonna take this, and I'm gonna take this. We gonna take that D right now. We gonna get it. They're gonna break your ass.
Ray. You gotta
Slap.
understand.
That's
You
what
gotta
slap,
understand.
pepper spray and tasers are
Mhm.
for.
Yeah, I understand that. But Ray, you failing to realize something. This would probably if a couple of studs try to do that, Charles, it's just gonna be just as ridiculous as that shower fight in the Boondocks between Tom and the Booty Warrior. Tom, I want that booty, Tom. Well, in this case, Charles, I want that man meat, Charles. My man meat is mine, and you can't have it. My man meat is mine, and you cannot have
Hilarious.
Oh,
it.
that's
Hilarious.
you
that's
remember when Tom was in there? Like, what that
Oh,
thing?
you
He's
just
like,
gave
my
me a
boot.
fun. You just gave me a funny AI idea. Y'all done fucked up. I done got to hit to this little
My
AI
booty.
shit
Yeah.
now. Y'all are fucked
Mhm.
up. I got a funny little
oh,
picture in my head for
I,
Charles.
I don't
Oh shit.
I don't think man. That's unless they cute, I just can't deal with it. It's
What the stuff, Charles, come on, man. You do not have a date with the Coochie Warrior. Come on now.
like
3 studs that lift weights. Yeah, they gonna take that D, boy. They gonna grape you, boy.
taking shit.
No. You don't understand. No more. No. You forgetting something, man.
Ugh.
It's just like I remember my one of my boys told me this story about be careful about thick girl about if you get with a girl who's like pretty thick or something like that because they probably got a few thigh masters. They've gone through a few thigh masters in their time, and I'm pretty sure there's some girls out here with some who got a collection of Kegel balls. So they be like, "I'm gonna get that coochie, motherfucker," and they got that gorilla grip.
Oh no. Oh no, you keep you
That
keep
gorilla grip.
you keep them little to themselves, like, oh good God, at least give me some type of thing. I heard Ray Harmer said he likes them the bigger the better.
Oh shit, no. Hey, that one picture I got, boy, shows how I like them, boy. Yeah.
He said he likes them not just BBW, he like them super sized. Oh no.
Hey, shit.
Oh no, not
Two 200, my man.
not the two state countries. Oh no.
Yeah. They gotta be in them thighs and the
Uh,
ass, boy. Yeah.
you gotta give Ray. They're not studs, but they straight up dykes, bull dykes. The ones with
Yeah.
with the with the mohawks and shit.
I should
Wait,
make
what
you
is
a
it?
shit too.
Yo.
Ooh,
Read this. Read
I'm gonna get
this.
creative with your ass. Oh, let me see.
Yeah. Y'all got to read this. Y'all got to read this. What just Alongo Savage just said. Charles Faulkner Jr. versus the two state hunters.
oh, oh
Oh shit.
why can't anything better hunt me? Like, can we just think of something else that hunts me that looks better? Like, okay, like, hey, like,
Imagine a zomboid Imagine like if Bria Miles was as a vampire.
Mm.
He would lose his shit. Charles would lose his shit. Oh, Charles,
Mm-hmm.
before the PlayStation 3 store closes, you better get those themes. You gotta better get those themes of Bria Miles.
Mm.
No, I ain't lying. There is a couple of themes of Bria Miles on the from the PS3 store. You got to get.
Man, speaking of stories, I would like to see more like I don't know if I want to see another vampire show or whatever, but I mean it would be cool if they come with a cool story like True Blood and the originals.
What if they had What if they had a series based on the Underworld franchise? Vampires versus Lycans.
Mm.
You know what? You know, here's a name we haven't mentioned regarding regarding comic books or horror. And this brother's an actor, writer, and producer, and he was in the original Underworld movies. He played Raze, Kevin
Oh,
Grievo.
Oh yeah, he's a damn good actor too.
He always been acting. He wrote. You know where he got the inspiration for the Underworld movies?
you popped to the back.
It came from his experiences from interracial dating, but the scientific aspects of it goes back to his educational background because he's a graduate of Harvard. He graduated from Howard with a degree in microbiology, but minored in chemistry.
Mm.
So this guy understands microbiology and genetics and everything like that.
Wow.
You put hey, imagine if he and Dr. Dunbar got together and had a conversation about this stuff about about virology and pharmacology and how certain chemical compounds can help and RNA sequences
I
and
mean,
how chemical compounds can work with that shit and everything. As you were saying,
like, wow. Like, Jesus H. Christ.
I mean, this brother has been writing. He's been like right when he besides that he like was writing and producing like a few other comic book series and also a couple of horror flicks as well that he stars in not as the main character but as one of the characters in it. That is a brother that needs support. You know, just like everybody talk about Eric July, Kevin Grievo needs a lot of support. Here's another brother I remember who I think should also be respected. Like when we talked about voice actors, T.C. Carson.
Oh, damn
How
right.
many?
You damn right about that one.
T.C. Carson. I mean, Chris Judges, he's good. He's good where he's at. You know, everybody remembers him from the show. You know, Stargate SG-1 is killed. But for me, I'll always remember him for being the voice of D-Mob in Def Jam Vendetta and Fight for New York.
I
You know what I'm
mean,
saying?
Now that I didn't know.
You never played Vendetta or
Because
Fight for New York?
yeah,
Oh,
I
okay.
remember the game, but I didn't know he was one of the voice actors.
Yeah, he was a voice actor. He played the voice for D-Mob. You know,
yeah.
he was very convincing as a character. You know, especially when he was in the second game when he explained the whole thing of money, power, and respect, how they come all into how they're important, how they come together and form the greatness in a person, especially in that underworld. But when Sony decided, you know, because God of War is a Sony exclusive franchise. When Sony decided to go into mocap, they parted ways with TC Carson and brought in Chris Judges. TC would say, I ain't mad. You know, I'm not going to take away the brother's right to produce that. I'm going to go on and do other things
So
because
they
I understand.
just did that on a whim, just because.
Well, yeah, because you look at the TC Carson, look how he's built. They need somebody to match the physique as well as the facial expressions of
I
Kratos.
understand now. I understand. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, yeah, it's because everything was mocap in the 2018 and in the 2018 games on the PS4. The PS3 games they were just emulations from the PS2, except for the third one. That was on PS3. That was on PS3, but they just emulate. They had to use emulation to bring them onto the PS4. But the PS4 18 one and the sequels that were on PS4 and PS5, that was all motion capture with Chris Judges, and the actor plays Atreus. Charles, you awake?
Yep.
Dude, how many times I gotta tell you? You gotta get that. You better you gotta go
No,
see an ear, throat, nose specialist, Dan.
that's called
That sinus is, dude, your sinus is all fucked up. You gotta get that checked out, damn it.
that's
Don't
called
worry. Don't get me worried. You know I get worried about you.
it's called getting tired. That's what it means.
Yeah, I know you're getting tired. I know. Well, yeah, I think we better call this a night.
Oh yeah.
We better call this. We better wrap this up if it's gonna be like that, man.
Morning. Good night.
Good, yeah. Peace
Peace.
out.
Woo!